You know what time it is. Only the best of the best with me. That Mexican OT, Maxo Cream, Ken the Man, and Sauce Walker. Let's get it.
Hey yo, let that Mexican OT. Got the crowd going wild. Green shot from the three. HOUSTONROCKET, that's me. And to see my jersey hanging, that's the I mean. Beat estimated, I mean. In the pro white Escalade, looking real clean, hopping out with diamonds all in my teeth. Yes, I've been running on them, I've been dunking on them. Yes, I've been stunning on them. Lately, I've been going crazy, LT, been ballin' better, put that number on them. Clutch City gon' up the score, all of you to the KJ, break the backboard. Clutch City gon' up the score, all of you to the KJ, break the backboard. Let's go, swing bang, do them in the most pole. Red Rider, they do the most. Outside of Texas, throw up a four. Hubble in my rocket, it's moving slow. I'm a country boy from the third coast. I'm fresh as death from head to toe. All you gon' hear is roll. Okay, let's go, let's go.
Before I made it rapping, I had dreams of shooting baskets. See my homie in the casket, retaliating, shooting ratchets. Made a life 360 like the white when he played for the Magic. Change your dreams in life. You got a passion, reach, I go and grab it. Do it for my city, I put Houston on the map. New Zealand, Australia, Portugal, get paid for my rap. Elijah won, feel like I won these diamond rings back to back. Money tall like y'all millions off the back like T-Mac. Lost my brother, it motivated me to go harder. Houston, Texas flexing, arm in the rim like Vince Carter. I was Larry passing bird. Me and my team was Jalen Green. On stage, rocking crowds that rolling loud, I made the lead. Can't put my back against the wall, if it's pressure, you gotta show me. I done seen the greatest feel like AI when he lost the coast. So I put Texas on my back and I got Houston in my pocket. Playing with them Astro Kai, I keep a Houston rocket.
Any beat I'm on, you know I snap, that's why my name hot. Was down and I'm up, that's why I always got my chains. I make 2K every hour, you can't get this from GameStop. In my 24, I made 100 on my point drop. BDS's, that's what's in my necklace, that's a heavy hitter. Got a bag and got a new toy, that's not no action figure. They ain't wanna hear when I was low, that's why I'm taxing. They ain't never cutting none of my shows and now my stats is bigger. Shining, I've been grinding, Houston, Texas, what I'm representing. Probably gotta get inside a rocket just to come and visit. One real to the game, ain't no acquaintance, it's just competition. Haters, they gon' hate, they gon' keep talking to whoever listen. Ran it up, I don't want the fame, just want my family up. Why you calling yourself Ken the Man? Cause they ain't man enough. You know I've been winning, pop a bottle, get my team lit. Every time I'm out, I eat you, put me up on lean fit. You ain't having these is custom, so Carisha, please. In the nose, please, only way you standing over me. They ain't holding me, top pick, no you can't roll with me. You can't go with me if you ain't shivering that cold with me. I'm up and I'm never coming down. When they ask me where I'm from, I throw up the H-Town. Ayy, word around town, they call me All-Star Ken. Name all around the world, I'm on my All-Star. This Ken the Man.
I'm from the city of dreams, Cadillacs on lean. Y'all mean in the post of the pop trunk screen. Championship diamond rings, shout out Hakeem. Speakers dream, shake the block when we hitting the scene. Pretty women do they dances when you score like Francis. Jalen Green from the three, when the watch starts splashing. When the countdown done, rockets take off blasting. King Martin Jr. Duncan, that's a lethal assassin. R.I.P. to Kobe, Kevin Porter Jr., that's a Naruto Shinobi. Playing like McGrady, fourth quarter, drop 40. Kevin Murphy in a shiny suit, cameras rolling. Kenny Smith in the rolling. Gliding in the Tesla, I done nicknamed Jetla. Tipper-Tina type of money, I'm just trying to live better. Thinking shit from Landry, watch the Rockets beat Miami. Louis Scola at the foul line, these boys can't stand me.
You know me, I'm in a different mode. Sauce handed off the instead of block, that's that pick and roll. OT handed off to Maxo, that's the give and go. I been the man like Ken the Man like me, work the big mo so. Jalen must be from Lakers home, turn the highlights on the week throwing foes. Flow sitting on Corona though, too much ice had a runny nose. Money and the power, mind playing tricks, this a glacier on my wrist. SENGUN, no look assist. They think I'm DJ Palmer, I'm staying in the mix. We got two, let's get
3, then 4, 5, and 6. Let's work. Win or lose, I'm riding long as we came to play. Screw up in my DNA. Like the fuse, I can see the way. I got 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. Kiss a dab like Ellie on them 22s like Rex Love. Me, Josh, and Garuba while I'm swinging down Gessner. That's a 9 with 16 in the clip. Welcome to Texas. Bow. Normally I'm silent like Silas OG. The city know I'm fly just like a pilot. 93.7, I'm on from 6 to 10 like the freeway with the traffic. This life is a classic, I'm gone.
What's happening? What's happening? Chop Shop. What's good with you? It's your boy Spaceman coming right at you. We gonna be discussing the lineups, minutes, rotation for the upcoming season. And this was a hard thing, man. First, we going back in. Let's go. Yeah. We going back in on the Chop Shop, baby. Let's get it. She gotta be thick as hell. Big player, can't know no skin hole. Drop out the 7. That bitch look like a D. I hit it with both hands. I signed my own shit. Yeah. Stay in your lane, your little bit broke ass. They hate that they love me. They regret what they said, but I only let's go, let's go. Let's get everybody in here. Let's get everybody in here. We bring it real back, baby. Yeah. Let's go. CSGs, where you at? Put it up in the chat. Let me see you, baby. Let me see you in the chat so I can shout you out. Put them H's up. Let's go. Yeah. Give you some Houston flavor up in here. Mob Tide. Yeah. Look at Ricky. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're going back in, so I had to bring out the finesse 2 times, man. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go back in. Tap in. Let's go. We going back in. Yeah, we going back in, man. Appreciate everybody for dropping by at the Chop Shop, man. We going in today. Let's go, let's go. Let's get with it. It's the dregs of the off season. We don't have nothing to really look forward to until preseason. So just hang with us, man. Hang with us. We gonna be getting it. You know, Chop Shop gonna be here with you. Me and Frank, we gonna put something together. If we gotta poof off something out of thin air, we ain't gonna leave y'all hanging out here. We ain't gonna leave you hanging. So let me holler at the chat, the CSGs in this building. Let's see who in here with us. Zachary saying, what's popping with you? Swaggy D, what's good? Chetman in here. Neck Debt Personnel. Albert Marquin, what's popping? My boy Sigga Miggs in here. Devin 95, what's popping with you, Devin? Let's see. Maurice Hampton, what's good? Got my boy Frank in the building. AI Productions, what's happening? And Luis Videz, what's happening? John Trey Neelums, what's happening with you, man? Frank, let me know if you want to come up. I will drop the link so we can get this popping. I know you probably got something to say about this whole minute rotation. I'm going to drop the link. And then I'm going to show everybody what I got. And we can discuss what we discuss and chop it up how we do it over here at the Chop Shop. Let me get the link and everybody want to come up, they can get it. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man. Appreciate everybody for coming. What's up, Sheezy? I see you, Sheezy. Here we go, here we go. Okay. Frank say he came, but we gonna run through it. If you want to come up, hit the link, and we can pop it off, man. This, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. This wasn't an easy thing to do, to try to distribute these minutes out. Beast Game and what's happening? Appreciate you for joining us. This is kind of, it was hard to do, man. I know it's some people that probably won't get as much time as I laid it out, and it's probably people that's gonna get more time than I laid it out. But I kind of tried to even it up, distribute it up in between evenly about the from the starters to the backups, and it's 3 people I kind of wanted to keep in. Well, 2 people, 2 out of 3 I wanted to keep on the court at all times, and that was our wings between Dillon Brooks, TARI, EASON, and JABARI. I think our defense cannot suffer when these 3 guys are on the bench or one of the 2 guys on the bench. So I tried to keep at least 2 of those guys in different order to stay on the bench to see, so our defense won't be suffering. I think I got somebody in here with me. Let me check. LV, what's happening with you? Luis, this Luis.
Yes, sir. LV, what's up, Ghost?
What's happening with you, pimpin'?
What's up, Chop? What's up, everybody? So basically, as far as the minutes distribution, based on Udoka's vision, his plan, his strategy, what we've seen in Summer League, his first priority in minutes is defensive players. So those drop names, like people who are going to eat 30 minutes, especially like games on the line, you know those guys are going to eat minutes. Jabari Smith, Dillon Brooks. Aiming is defensive, but I think maybe down the line he'll start getting those minutes, but not right away. But I consider him a defensive player. So those 2 guys are gonna eat minutes, and I think EASON, you know, even like past like the first 20 games, I think he's gonna start digging into the 30 minutes too, because his game looks just so great and so developed in the Summer League. That guy's gonna stay on the court, man. So those 3 guys I think are kind of early on in the season are going to eat. I think that the next priority is point guard play and shooting. So then that brings in the VanVleets. Yeah. That brings in, well, for sure him. And then depending on the efficiency of Jalen Green and KPJ, I think those other 2 may be the ones eating close to 30 minutes. But I'm talking about consistency. So first is based off defense. He's going to see defense. He's going to need to see defense on the court, and I already named the guys that I think are top of the line in the team. And then we got to look at point guard play, efficiency, and shooting. As I would say, that's more like second priority. You got VanVleet in there, of course. He's going to take care of the ball. He's also going to give you defense, but not elite defense. But that's going to keep his minutes up. And then you got between KPJ and Jalen Green, which I'm kind of debating. I'm really hungry to see what Jalen Green's looking like after effective coaching, good after effective modeling, because he's been spending time with VanVleet. I think we're gonna see a better product. We haven't seen it at all yet, but I think we're gonna see it, and I think that'll let us know, okay, that guy's gonna get the steady 30 minutes. And then also we already know on the defensive too, he's inconsistent, but maybe now, where there's a lot of accountability, we might be able to see that defensive intensity more consistently. And then once we see that, I'm pretty sure we're going to lock him in at 30 minutes per night. But if it's not, it might come from KPJ. So that's kind of where I'm at with it, as those 2 things been like categories that equate to minutes and guaranteed minutes. And obviously, like, another guy that's going to bring both of those 2 is Landale. But I don't see him eating 30 minutes. I can see him maybe 15 to 20. But if he's out playing Sengun, man, He may get them 30 minutes every now and then, depending on Sengun's play. But that's pretty much my take on it, though.
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and go on mute.
Okay, if you can watch the stream real quick for if you have another device. I'm going to put up my graph and my chart and my lineup minutes, and I will break it down so people can see it. I got Jalen Green playing right at like 29 minutes. I got Jabari playing right at 29 minutes. I got LP playing 29 minutes because there's not really too many backup bigs. Like you said, Londell, I had to kind of distribute his minutes between him and Jeff Green. I don't think Jeff Green will play a lot, but I still had to account for him in somewhat form of fashion. I got Dillon Brooks at 28 minutes and Fred VanVleet at 28. I got Kevin Porter right at 20 minutes. If you don't mind, can you put yourself on mute? I can hear your background. Yeah, I got Amen Thompson. He's playing right at 17 minutes. Tari, he's right at 20 minutes. And Londell, I got him at 12 minutes, between 12 and 14 minutes. And I also got Green, and I got Cam Whitmore at 8 minutes apiece, rounding it out. Now, I don't know how much Cam Whitmore is really actually going to play. I don't know if y'all can really see this. Maybe I should have put it a little darker so y'all can see what the orange is Fred VanVleet. The light blue is Amen Thompson. So I got Fred VanVleet starting, of course. And about midway through the first quarter, I got Amen Thompson coming in and subbing for him. I got Jalen Green starting, of course. And then about at the 9-minute mark in the first quarter, he will come out. Kevin Porter Jr. would substitute for him. I got Dillon Brooks. He's right at about the 7-minute mark. He will come out, and Tari Eason will start for him. Will sub for him. I got Jabari Smith, and then right around the 8-9-minute mark, I got him coming out. And I actually got Jayshawn Tate coming in for Jabari because I think Udoka, he want to see defensive players on the team, just like you mentioned. So I think Tate will probably be our backup 4 starting out. And Tari will be our backup 3. Now, those two can probably get switched interchangeably between Jayshawn Tate and Tari Eason. Tari Eason probably can go to the 4. Jayshawn Tate can probably go to the 3. But it will be something similar in that way. I don't really expect Tate to get too much playing time, truthfully. So I got LP. He's going to play. I think he will be probably the first person to be subbed out from the starting lineup in the first quarter. It's not about how you start. It's about who finishes. So I got him coming out and Jock Londell finishing off the quarter. Now rolling into the second quarter, I got Amen Thompson and Kevin Porter Jr. I got Amen Thompson playing right up until like 4 minutes into the second quarter, and then Fred VanVleet will come out and finish out the quarter. Kevin Porter Jr., he will play probably a little longer into the second quarter because Jalen Green played so long into the first quarter. Jalen Green will come back about the last 6 to 7 minutes of the second quarter to finish out the second quarter. I got Tari Eason starting off in the for the second quarter, and then I got him coming out right around 4 minutes, and Dillon Brooks will finish out the quarter. So VanVleet, Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks. Right in that second quarter, I got Cam Whitmore. He's going to sub in for Jayshawn Tate. Jayshawn Tate would only finish out the first quarter. Starting in the second quarter, Cam Whitmore would start with Tari Eason, Kevin Porter Jr., A-Man, and Jeff Green. Now, we got some shooters right there with Cam Whitmore. He's going to provide the spacing. Jeff Green, he's a three-point shooter, and Kevin Porter Jr., a three-point shooter, just to go along with Amen Thompson, just in case his three ball and his shot haven't progressed up to the point to where he's not a liability for on shooting aspect. So then I got Jabari coming in to finish off the quarter, and LP coming back in to finish off the quarter. So end of the second quarter, our finishers will be the starting lineup, but the minutes will vary in between when they will come back in and when would they, like how long would they sit. Now, that might be a little gap for ALP, but we don't want to put ALP in too many compromised positions, so he will still get his minutes later on when it's time to close. We're going to try to keep him fresh. I know we didn't have problems with his endurance, so to say. He say he get tired sometimes. So I gave him a little spell in the first quarter, in the second quarter, between the first and the second quarter, so he can be fresh going into the fourth quarter, and he can finish out playing like the last 9 minutes of the fourth quarter. Now in the third quarter, of course, our starters will come back in. Fred VanVleet, he will play the first 8 minutes, and then Amen Thompson will come in substituting for Fred VanVleet. Jalen Green, he will come in and he will sub out about the 7th minute. Kevin Porter Jr. will come in and sub for him and finish out the third quarter. Dillon Brooks, he will go to the bench, and TARI EASON will come in and finish out the third quarter for him. Jabari Smith, he will play a little longer in the third quarter, and Cam Whitmore will spell him a little bit right around like the 9th minute mark. Cam Whitmore will come in, give him like 3-4 minutes, and 2 minutes, and then Jeff Green, he'll come in just to provide some spacing for Amen Thompson, and Jock Lindell will finish out with the last 4 minutes of the third quarter. Now, starting in the fourth quarter, Kevin Porter Jr. would go from shooting guard to point guard. He will go from shooting guard to point guard. Jalen Green will come in, and then Fred VanVleet will sub for him to finish out the game to be the closer. Jalen Green will come in as a shooting guard, but he would only play a short stretch. Amen Thompson would come back in, and he's going to be either the shooting guard or the 3. I just put him as a shooting guard so he can get some reps with Fred VanVleet, so we can see how they look and experiment with that, so we could just know exactly how he would look playing off ball, don't have the ball in his hand. So he would play with a little bit of Kevin Porter Jr. and Fred VanVleet in the fourth quarter just to see how good he is and where he will close. Yeah, it's a deep rotation. This is all hinges on if Cam Whitmore don't go to the G League. I still expect him to probably see some minutes in the G League. So I think he will go to the G League, but this is just in case he doesn't go to the G League, to see just maybe he starts off like the first two weeks in the big squad, and then when G League get kicked off and running, he'll go back down to the G League to get him some real reps. And this also is contingent upon Jeff Green, because Jeff Green, he's not going to play every game. He's not. He's an elder statesman in the league, and he's not obligated really to play every game, and we don't want him to get burnt out early in the season. That's just if we make the play in, Jeff Green will be a valuable option. So Jayshawn Tate will get another little burn, and he will go right up to probably play about 4 minutes. Dillon Brooks will come back in to finish off the quarter. TARI EASON, he will be the 4. He will play all the way up until about the 4th or 5th minute mark, and then Jabari will come in to finish off the quarter. Jock Lindell, he will still be in there from the third quarter. He will only play like maybe 2 minutes. Jeff Green will give him a little spell, and then Alp will come in and finish off the fourth quarter. So our closers will be Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, Jabari Smith, and Alp. That's how I got it laid out. Now, like I said, there's a caveat. Jeff Green probably won't play every game, so that's either more minutes for Alp and Jock Lindell to split. I think Alp will get up into the 30-minute mark if he don't play. And also Cam Whitmore, if he goes down to the G League, I think that'll leave a little bit more for TARI EASON to come in, and he would have a little bit more playing time more than his 19 minutes. And it depends on how Jalen Green is playing. Kevin Porter Jr. possibly can get more minutes than what he got as well. So that's how I distribute it. I was being a little generous. I'm not going to lie. I was being a little generous because I don't know exactly what Ime Udoka is looking at. And if these guys are not hustling, not playing defs, one of these guys, their minutes can be cut at any time. So this is just a basis of the basis. This is not nothing like concrete. It's not nothing like that. This is just to give myself and you all just a general idea of how the minutes will be split up and be allocated, around for the Houston Rockets. That's my take on it. Now, like I said, it can fluctuate. It can go back and forth depending on who is playing. So, LV, you still with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I agree with everything you said. I think that's a well analytical time distribution chart, and I think we're gonna start off like that. One thing I was gonna throw out there that I've been thinking about is I think we're gonna see a lot of Jabari Smith at the 5. And by the way, I'm pro Sengun. I love the dude, but I'm really thinking about Udoka. Like I think he's gonna want to see Smith at the 5, with EASON at the 4 and Brooks at the 3, just because of the same factors I said at the beginning with defense and shooting and things like that. And then and then depending on who's hot, who's doing good with at the guard position, he might do a VanVleet and Jalen Green thing, or KPJ, or Ime and Jalen Green. But I think we're gonna see a lot of that combination right there between the front court and the center with Smith, EASON, and Brooks. I think we're gonna see a lot of that. They're already bonding. They're already spending a lot of time together, and they already paired them up a lot at the summer league. And I just feel like maybe that's gonna kind of be a big factor if it's working and it's winning us games. And I don't know what we're gonna do with Sengun in that case, but I think that might be a variable that's going to play a factor in winning games, which with those 3 guys at the front court and the center. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, like I said, this is all just contingent upon who we have now, and just know exactly. I'm just trying to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, so to say. But like Udoka said, they're going to earn their minutes, and some of these guys will earn more minutes than the other guys. Like, I'm not all the way sure Cam Whitmore will even be on the squad on the big game, and on the big league squad. I'm pretty sure at some point in time he will probably go down to the G League. So if you take Cam Whitmore's minutes away, you give him the Tari. Tari will probably get more minutes. And the Jeff Green, like, I don't see him playing every game, so the Jeff Green minutes can also be dropped down and give it to like a power forward. Maybe Tari get a little bit more minutes that way, playing like small ball in a small ball lineup, playing the 4, like you said. Jabari, him and Sengun. It all depends on Sengun. If you watch the Brad and Will podcast when they interviewed Sengun, he said he wanted to get better on his defense. So it depends on Sengun if he got the defense down, you know what I mean, like to where he can stay on the court.
Right, man. There's a lot of little trends and different scenarios that can play out. I'm excited. Yeah. I know Houston's excited because I talked to a lot of different people. We're all excited, and it's based off of what we saw in Summer League. It's not like we're just excited to be excited. We saw some in Summer League already. They were switching a lot on defense. They look prepared. That's something we haven't seen in a long time. They look prepared in those games, except for the last one. But we weren't ready for that big like that with Mobley. We weren't ready for him on that day. But every other day we look prepared. We look confident. There was a lot of switch defense going on, and they didn't really miss their position. Like, they were moving good. They were prepared. Mm-hmm. They had strategy. I'm talking defense, man. It looked good, man. It looked like I forgot the defensive coach we used to have during the D'Antoni games, Bezalek or something like that. They look
Yeah.
like that. Like in those days, they look like that. So obviously, filling that type of strategy with the starters with Eason and Smith, even Sengun. I'm very excited to look at that. But I just feel like Udoka's not going to be worrying about none of the previous narratives about like Sengun, Jalen Green. He's just going to really look at the bodies, man, like a mechanic and be like, hey, man, I need a tool, man. Like I don't have time. I need this now, you know. And so I think it's going to be a lot of things that you know how we used to watch the Silas games and we'll be like, man, he needs to do this and he needs to do that, and then it just won't happen.
Right.
Well, this time it's gonna happen because everything, even from the business end, has lined up like the way smart basketball fans expect it.
Mm-hmm.
For example, no Harden. Any smart basketball and business minded basketball player is gonna be like, we can't have Harden. All right, they executed that. Let's go ahead and draft Amen. Why? Because of the needs and the point guard play and the IQ. Just from the interviews, you could tell the man's IQ is like off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
So they executed. So everything's just lining up perfectly. So what I'm saying is this: everything that we're anticipating to happen, which is, we don't know about Jalen Green, we don't know about Sengun, but the ones that are promising is Jabari, Eason, Dillon Brooks. So we're not really worried about those guys like that. We're worried about Jalen Green, and we're worried about Sengun. We want to know what they bring, and now if they bring it, then that means that it's less time for Whitmore. Now, if Jalen Green doesn't perform, that means there's an opportunity for Whitmore. But I think right at the beginning, I think he might start at the G League or just minimum minutes. But if the other guys don't come through, then you already know, hey, there's an opportunity for you, because we're not going to be sitting and waiting for potential and talent to just be sitting in the bench like the Silas days. Those days are over. We're going to see things moving quick like a chessboard.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to be sitting there waiting impatiently and then getting frustrated. That's not going to happen no more.
So
if we know that Whitmore can fill in the spots and Green ain't bringing it, that might be it right there, and it's gonna happen fast.
So you see Whitmore as more of a 2/3 or 3/4?
I'll see him more as a 2-3, but honestly, favoring the 2. He's small. He's not that 6'7" they're talking about, man. That man, the eye test doesn't tell me that. He looks more like a Jimmy Butler type. Well, Jimmy Butler's bigger though, but he looks to me like a Jimmy Butler type or like a Davion Mitchell from Davion Mitchell. He looks more like that, like a 2. He's bulky, he's strong, but he's not gonna be able to hold down the 3 like for the rest of his career. Now Eason and Eason can handle that, but to me he looks like a 2, man. So if Jalen Green is not gonna deliver, that might open up an opportunity for him. Obviously, you got politics at play, but I don't think that Udoka cares too much about that. I think he's coming in. He's the man with the vision, and there's new politics in town. Hey, man, I'm the boss, and it's my way. And I think that's what is going to create a lot of opportunities for a lot of players that we know are filled with a ton of potential. So the ones with promise but not execution, like Green, they may be. I'm gonna go ahead and mute because I got my baby crying. They may be in question. It's going to open up opportunities.
Okay, that's a bad. Let me get to some of these comments while you on mute. Let's see. Chet says, I just hope I never see point guard Tate ever again. Yeah, I don't think you have to worry about that no more, Chet, man. That Silas was doing that, man. I don't think Udoka will even attempt anything of the sort. And we got ample point guards to be a point guard, to always have at least at the minimum Kevin Porter Jr. on the court running the point. So no, I don't think you would ever see Tate at a point guard position no more. Swaggy D says, I do think KP will push Jalen. Jalen will be more focused on basketball and take it more serious. I hope you're right. Scott Foster, he says starters averaging 29 minutes per game. Robert Williams alone averaged almost 30 minutes per game under Udoka. I don't disagree. If you heard me earlier, this was just like I was being generous. I wasn't trying to put too many people over 30 plus minutes a game. I was trying to fit in Cam Whitmore, Uncle Jeff, and guys like that, and Jock Londale to even it out, distribute it out. But 29 minutes it's not. Some games, some of these guys aren't gonna play 29 minutes, 30 plus minutes. it's not a guarantee. You heard Udoka says there's no guaranteed minutes over here. Who's ever performing, whoever is in the position and actually working, it's a meritocracy now. Whoever deserve it, those are the guys that's going to be on the court and doing their thing. You know, that's who's going to be on the court. And if some of these guys coming up short defensively, I think he was talking more of defensively than anything. If Sengun ain't putting out defensively, his minutes will drop, and we probably will see some Jabari at the 5 or see a little bit more of Jock Londale. If Jalen Green's not putting out defensively, then we probably would see more Kevin Porter Jr. And I got him right at 29 points, 50-something. It's basically almost 30 minutes a game for those guys. And the reason why I had Fred VanVleet and Dillon Brooks at 28, which I think Dillon Brooks will probably get more than 28 minutes a game, I kind of wanted to keep TARI Eason closer to 20 minutes as possible. I think he deserves more. I do admit that. But I was still, like I said, I was still trying to get some minutes for Cam Whitmore to get on the court just in case he stays. But Tari, if anybody's probably got shorter minutes, it's probably Tari. Tari probably the one that deserved more minutes out of anybody that I put on this thing, because I think he could be a 22, 24 minute a night guy. But Tari had to sacrifice a little bit just to get Cam Whitmore on the court. Now, like I preference, if Cam Whitmore goes to the G League, then Tari opens up. That's another 5, 6, 7 minutes for Tari on the court as well. That's why I got, you know, the minutes allocated to where 29 was the max. And I think Udoka really is going to lean on our young guys this season. I really think so. I really think because what he says, where we're going to take the biggest leap at is from internal growth from the core guys that was here. And I think he's going to lean on those guys. I don't think he's a lie. I don't think he's going to have Fred VanVleet playing 34 minutes a game. He's not, you know, the coach from New York. He's not Tibbs. He's not Tibbs. I don't think he's just going to run these guys into the ground, the starters into the ground, and just have a 6-man rotation, a 7-man rotation. Now, the 10-man, 11-man rotation that I have up here, it is a stretch. It's a bit of a stretch. That's why I give a caveat that Cam probably won't be here. Jeff Green probably won't play every game. So it's really like an 8 to 9 man rotation. And that's not bad because you still going to have to play some of these guys. And that's not even mentioning, like, if our true shooters like Mayer and guys like that we might sign, those guys not even up here. So they're gonna have this is the easy part. The coaches that's really putting this together, they're gonna be doing the hard part, because they're gonna have to fit everybody in that they plan on playing. Some guys is not gonna play, like guys towards the end of the bench. They're not gonna play sometimes. But 29 minutes, I don't think that's far-fetched for every starter. 29 to 28 minutes playing in the game to begin with. And then later on in the season, once we probably get closer to the play-in, or we see that we're getting on a winning streak and this lineup is working, then we can adjust all of this, and it might be scrapped. All of this might be just scrapped. You know, I'm just giving out from the basis of what we know right now of who's on the team and what position, and I just tried to, you know, div up and distribute the minutes that way. Static says, what site is that? I think it's called Basketball Geek, something like that. Something like that. I can't remember. I'll get it for you though. Static says, I know small forward is stacked, but isn't Cam too undersized for power forward? He listed as 6'6", but looks shorter next to A-Man, who's listed at the same. Yeah, but our wing rotation is killer. And if we decide to go small, I mean, he stretches the floor from. If we was to put Jabari at the center, Cam Whitmore at the 4, he at least stretch the floor out, and bigger guys will have trouble staying in front of him as well. So there is a plus for him playing at the power forward position. You know, I don't think he'll play there a whole lot. I don't even probably think he'll play there at all. But if it was to happen and Jabari get bumped up, and Tari and Jabari want to be on. We're gonna try to keep them on the court at the same time. Then the 4, somebody's gonna have to be at the 4, and I think Cam Whitmore to get spot minutes at the 4 is not a bad idea. Scott Foster says Celtics under Udoka, Tatum 36 minutes per game, Brown 34 minutes per game, Smart 32, Time Lord 30, Schroeder 29. Yeah, I agree. But damn, I don't think he's gonna run these young guys into the ground. I really don't. I don't think he's gonna run these young guys into the ground. He's gonna ease them into those minutes. I think. But you make a good point. DJ M6 says KPJ from shooting guard to point guard. There goes the lead. Oh man, it's just like a spurt in the fourth quarter, bro. Just to give Fred VanVleet a little bit more time and Jalen Green a little bit more time to rest in the fourth quarter, so they can be fresh closing out the game. That's why DJ, he's not gonna be there, for very long. J Mon M says I think Udoka won't have more than an 8-man rotation. I agree. So if you take out Jeff Green and Cam Whitmore most of the days, and maybe even Tate, depends on if Tate is really gonna play a lot. I don't know how he feels about Tate. I don't know the temperature on Tate yet, so he might be out of the rotation some nights as well. But I think he's gonna like Tate enough to give him some spot minutes. I don't think he's just gonna totally bench Tate. Andrew Gutierrez, what's happening? Chetman says I was thinking at most it would only be a 10-man rotation if Cam doesn't go down to the G League. Well, let me know, y'all. Put it in the chat. Let me know. Who do y'all think the rotation would be? Who do y'all know think the rotation would be? You can make some amendments to my list. LV, you still with me? You handling your baby? I think he might be handling his baby. Okay. Scott Foster, he says go look at Udoka minutes distribution with the Celtics in 2022 to get a better idea. Yeah, but those guys was vets. Like, they was veterans already. I think he's gonna lean a little bit more to our youth. Lean into our youth. Get them those valuable reps. Get them those valuable minutes on the court. And Fred VanVleet and Dylan Brooks is going to be here to steady the ship. We want internal growth. And I know somebody was arguing with me like, oh, Jeff Green is going to take minutes away from Alp and Jabari and Tari. Yeah, I understand all that. But the thing is, he's probably not going to play a lot. He's probably not going to play. I just did this, like I said, just to give you a visual representation of the people we have and how the minutes can be allocated. You feel me? Let's see. Chatman says Jabari isn't strong enough to be a 5. He still doesn't box out at all for rebounds. Actually, his rebounds had got a little bit better towards the end of last season. It really did. He started putting up double-doubles pretty frequently last season in the rebound category. But you're right, he do need to stay lower, box out, and I think he's going to be fine, though, Chet. I think he's going to be fine. Third Coast, what's good, Third Coast? He says, I can see Jabari at the 5, depending on the scheme. Like if we're trying to space the floor as much as possible, Jabari may be better at the 5 spot because he's not shy about shooting the 3 ball. Yeah. But I think we had the under Silas, I think we had the wrong I think Silas had the wrong perception about if Sengun can shoot or not and why he don't want him shooting or not. But I think when we seen Sengun shoot it, he actually shot it decent enough. I think it went from 30% his first year to 33% his second year. And if Ben Sullivan is who we all think he is, he would have these guys shooting it a lot better. If you look at our Summer League team was splashing them. And a lot of those guys really wasn't just known to be shooters. A couple of those guys like Hinton and those guys now, Lil Hudgens, he was known to be a shooter somewhat, but we seen those guys. They was really splashing the ball. They was really shooting the ball well. Now, if any of that can translate to the big squad, then I expect a tick up in everybody's percentages as well. You know, if Ben Sullivan is the guy that we think he is. Let's see who we got with me. Culture, what's good, Culture? How you feeling, baby?
What's up, Space?
What's good with you, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I was just eating some dinner and shit.
Already, save me some.
Yeah, I had made some Jamaican brown stew chicken last night. I had some leftovers.
Oh man, that's ain't nothing better than leftovers, homie.
Yeah, I still got some for tomorrow too.
Man, get with it then. How you feeling, man? How you think these minutes are gonna fall into place with the squad, bro?
I missed you. I was on the stream, but I was on the phone, so I wasn't really hearing what you were saying. But pretty much, I think Kevin Porter Jr. gonna get starter minutes off the bench. You know what I mean? I think he's gonna get starter minutes, like probably around 30, 32 minutes. And
off the bench? Off the bench,
Yeah. Hell yeah. 6 man, he'll get starter minutes.
Okay.
I see. Yeah, 6 man gets every 6 man gets around 30 minutes. That's how the minutes bust down. But I just feel like Jalen Green doesn't need. It depends how Jalen Green is. If he's better, then yeah, he could get 36, 38 minutes a game. But if he's not better, he don't need 38 minutes a game, 40 minutes a game. He need 30 minutes a game because we're so deep. You know what I mean? We can spread that wealth around. So anybody that's not producing don't need 36, 7, 38 minutes just because they're a starter. We're so deep that we can spread those minutes out to other people that can be productive. You know what I mean? So I see LP getting, basically I see the whole starters getting their starter minutes. I see the 6 man getting starter minutes, which is KPJ. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see Amen, what we do with Amen, but I feel like he's gonna get about like between 20 to 24 minutes. He's gonna get a lot of burn because I think he showed that he's mature enough to handle productive minutes. You know what I mean? I don't think he's gonna get in there and try to do too much. I think he'll be able to come in and just like manage the game. And I think he's smart enough and talented enough to where he deserves 20 to 24 minutes. I see Tari getting about the same thing. I mean, more than that, probably between like 24 to 26 minutes. And then after that, I mean, it's going to have to bust it down. I only see Cam Whitmore getting like between like, I don't know, man. It all depends. It all depends how people play. It all depends because, I don't think this coach is going to be like, I think he's just going to play the best man. I think whoever shines out in practice, I don't care if you're making money, if we just give you a contract. I don't care if you're a veteran. I think he's going to play the best people. And if Cam Whitmore outshines Dillon Brooks to the point where it's like undeniable, like we need to keep him on the floor. Because Cam Whitmore said he's shooting for Rookie of the Year. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, but that's like pie in the sky if you ask me because like if you look at my rotations, our wing depth is so deep, bro. That's why I tried to keep at least Jabari, Dillon Brooks, and Tari, 2 out of those 3 guys on the court at all times because I don't want our defense to suffer. And those guys can be interchangeable in any direction. Like Jabari can probably jump up, play the 5 a little bit. Tari can probably play the 4 and Dillon Brooks be at the 3. But I just don't want our defense to be compromised so much to where it's actually draining the team. I want our defensive side to be pretty good, like for 48 minutes of the whole game to where 2 of those 3 guys are always on the court moving interchangeably in between them all. That's why I kind of had Cam Whitmore just coming in spot minutes here and there. I got him with like 8 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you heard what I said in the beginning. I said I was gonna say 12, between 12 and 14 minutes. But then I'm thinking, man, he's so talented to where If he comes and just shines where it's undeniable to where like you can't, you know what I mean? Like you got to give him minutes. Like if he just prove himself that much, who knows? But my first guess, I was gonna say between 12 and 14 minutes. Not necessarily garbage minutes, but just minutes through the game wherever you can fit them in at. But this shit can always switch. It's like if he just comes and like he's just better than Dillon Brooks to the point, and he plays defense too. And I think he knows to the point where like that's gonna have to be part of his game. Like Ime Udoka is not gonna have you just being out there just for offense. If you're gonna be out there, you're gonna have to play defense too. And he's capable of playing defense. He's a big body. He can move. So I can see him starting off at 12 or 14 minutes, but I could also see him getting 25 minutes later on in the season. So after that, Landell probably get like 18 to 20 minutes. Who else I'm missing? Amen. I said Amen. I said Tari. I think that's everybody, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Except for Jeff Green, but like I said, I don't think he's gonna play every game anyway.
No, Jeff Green is gonna be at the end of the bench, kind of like how he was this whole last 5 years of the career. Like with Denver, he was. I think he was averaging probably about 8 to 12 minutes. He's there more for like leadership, more for like the locker room, more for like, you know what I mean. He's
but
not
Uncle
gonna
Jeff
take.
can play though, man. I hope that dude can play. He can play.
He can play, but I was watching him last year, man. A lot of people was blowing right by him on defense. His defense was kind of. He's getting old, man.
He's getting old. Older.
He's got that Haslam role.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What's up, Culture?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Everything good, man.
Who that?
That's
LB from that Green League too.
Okay. What's up, man?
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, man, a lot of this is just contingent on effort. Who's going to put in, like you said, the defensive effort? And if these guys are not putting out defensive effort, then I could see some of these guys not playing a lot. Even Kevin Porter Jr. I know you saying 36 minutes a game. That's quite a lot for a bench player. So you kind of expecting Jalen Green not to play as much in spurts, maybe have him start the game off, and he's going to be the first sub out and Kevin Porter Jr. coming in, because I actually got LP being the first sub out, just to keep him fresh for the long haul to close out the game with, so Jalen, in that case, how you got it set up, maybe Jalen Green be the first sub out, Kevin Porter Jr. comes in and he finish off the first quarter and start the second quarter, maybe 4 or 5 minutes into the second quarter. Then Jalen Green come and finish off with the last 8 minutes. I kind of got something similar, but I got Jalen Green playing more minutes in the first quarter and a little bit less in the second quarter, just so Kevin Porter, he can fill that gap in between. And in order for me to get Kevin Porter a little bit more minutes, I put him as a point guard starting the fourth quarter, so he can be with like A-Man and Dillon Brooks and Jabari.
Also he could play the three too. You could go with a 3-guard lineup. You can go with a VanVleet, Jalen Green, and have Kevin Porter Jr. at the 3. It's the same thing what they did with Eric Gordon. Gordon, they the same height, both 6'4". So, a lot of teams run a small ball lineup with 3 guards out there. So he could get minutes from 1 to 2 to 3.
I think the teams do that because they don't have a good enough wings. They kind of lack at wing depth. But that's the opposite here. We are stacked at wing. We are. I think that's like the strongest point of our whole team is our wings, and that's why, like I said, I wanted to try to keep Jabari, Tari, or Dillon Brooks, one of the two on the court at all times, because our wing depth is so deep. It's like we are real deep at wing. But like all of this can change, man. All of this can change. Like I said, this is just a preliminary, a preliminary look at the minutes distribution. Now, Ime might come in and just throw a monkey wrench in all this and scrap all this and say, you know, Jalen Green and Kevin Porter is gonna get similar minutes, you know, and it depends because we got to look at these guys. We still like they're gonna have to be under a trial and error point, maybe probably the first 2 months of the season. See who's
So wait, how many minutes are you giving each player? 'Cause I'm trying to look. I can't really tell. You say you're giving Jalen Green 29 minutes? Is
Yeah.
that what you're giving him?
Jalen.
You're not giving nobody 30 minutes.
Well, it's basically 30. It's like 29 point.
I mean, over 30. You're not giving nobody over 30 minutes.
Nah, I didn't give nobody over 30 just because I tried to fit Cam Whitmore in and Jalen Green. Oh man, my dog going crazy. Hold on.
Okay, so how many minutes do you see Amen getting?
Man, he's getting right at 18 minutes.
That's gonna rise, man.
I actually hope it rises. Because I think he brings a lot to the court. I got Fred VanVleet playing right at 28 minutes. Dylan Brooks right at 28. Sengun, I got him at right at 29 minutes. Tari, he's at like 18 minutes, 19. I think he's at 19 minutes.
He's gonna be in the mid-20s. Amen is gonna be like around 20, 22-ish. A couple players are gonna be in the 30s. That's just every team got players in the 30, 32, 33. Because Jalen Green was playing like 36, 37 minutes last year. Like he don't need that many minutes. He's right around 30 where you got him. That's perfect for him. I think it depends how it all depends how players are though. Like depends if people are hot, cold. But if we're just doing a guessing game, I think that'd be pretty much spot on. But I think Tari's gonna be in the mid-20s, definitely in the mid-20s.
See, I got KPJ playing like at 21 minutes. Now, the only way I can see him getting more minutes if I cut back on Jalen Green from 29 minutes, or I cut back on Fred VanVleet from 28 minutes. And I think with Fred VanVleet getting that contract and everything, he's got to be next to 30 minutes. You know, it's just we got to crunch. We kind of got to crunch, especially at the wings and kind of at the point guard spot now that we got A-Man and Fred VanVleet.
Jeff Green, you could scrap Jeff Green all the way down to damn near 2 minutes. That could give out more minutes to everybody else because he's not gonna see no time unless somebody's in foul trouble and you need them, or like at some end of the game type shit where it's just garbage minutes. He's not gonna see no valuable minutes at all. I don't think so. Unless you need some kind of veteran presence. Other than that, he's gonna be at the end of the bench, like on some Haslam shit. So that's gonna give more minutes to everybody else. I'm trying to see who else you got out here. Jock Landale, how many you gave Landale?
He got 13 minutes, 12 to 13 minutes.
Yeah, our team's so goddamn deep.
Yeah, we got a deep squad. That's why people was like, man, you got an 11-man rotation. And I'm like, yeah, but Cam Whitmore is kind of, you could put an asterisk by him because he probably won't see no real burn. Probably he might have to go to the G League. And also Jeff Green, if you take him down, then that knocks it down like 9 minutes. Nine men. And then the other one is Jayshawn Tate. Now, I don't see a world where Jayshawn Tate just don't get no minutes. I think he will get,
he's gonna get minutes.
Some type of minutes.
He's definitely gonna get minutes. That's why he's still here, because he's a veteran and he's good. He's a stat stuffer. He's a stat stuffer. So my only thing with this is I would take all minutes out of there. Jeff Green minutes and put him somewhere else, because Tate is gonna play the 4 and the 3 sometimes. Mm-hmm. Tari's gonna play the 4 and 3 sometimes. So that's gonna take all Jeff Green minutes, and plus Jabari's at the 4. So
that's totally fair. That's totally fair. And I gave you that as a caveat, to begin with. Jeff Green probably is not going to be playing too much. You know what I'm saying? But still in that aspect, so Jock Landale, you think he's going to be cool with playing 12, 13 minutes? Now, the person, like I said, that probably deserve more minutes than anybody that I have on here is probably Tari, because I got him right at 18, 19 minutes. And I think he probably needs more minutes. But like I said, the wing depth is so man, we so deep at wing. I think Cam Whitmore, when we take him out, put him in the G League, then all of his minutes, the 8 minutes, 9 minutes that I gave him can all go like to Tari, and that'll put him past 25 minutes a game, 26 minutes a game.
Yeah, that's where he needs to be. He needs to be in the mid-20s. Amen. Got Amen right between like 18 and 20. I think you start him off there between 18 and 20. And that's about it. Tate gonna get some 12, 13 minutes, 14 minutes, something like that. I just see Kevin Porter Jr. getting at least mid-20s, close to like starter minutes.
Yeah, I got him right at 21 just to start it off, just because I just don't know exactly. You know, this is all guesswork. This is all guesswork, you know, and I just don't know exactly how I'm going to keep Jalen Green under. I mean, because anything less than 29 minutes, that's probably too low for Jalen.
Yeah, that's too low.
You know what I'm saying? Anything under that. So, but and then anything under 28, 29 minutes for Fred VanVleet, that's too low.
Yeah, that's too low.
So that's why I'm having trouble with KPJ. Like, where I'm gonna fit him in, because I can't. I'm already having trouble with the 3. Now, if I try to put him at the 3, then that takes minutes back away from Tari.
We could take some minutes away from Dillon Brooks. He's getting 29 minutes.
Man, this dude is a $20 million. That's one dude. He better be on the court damn near at all times.
What is the 20 million man too?
Yeah, but this dude is guaranteed for 4 years. Like he better be on the court. He might not even be satisfied with 28 minutes a game. Like, we too stacked at some of these positions to where that's why I was racking my brain. Like, man, how can I? That's why I end up having to just say I scrapped this thing like 3-4 times. You know, just trying to make sure I get everybody in kind of equally. And I kind of wanted to see how Cam would play with Arman, you know, so that's why I got him kind of lining up with the Arman Thompson minutes to see exactly, because at the 4, I got him at the 4. At the 4, he brings certain mismatches to bigger 4s to where he can take them off the dribble. He still got a shot that'll still pull a band out of the paint, you know, because he can shoot. And I just wanted to see, because Amen Thompson not being a shooter, and I don't think that's going to be a problem his whole career. I think he will fix that jumper. He will get better. I tried to at least pair him with some shooters. Like, I got him with Kevin Porter, Tari, Cam, and Jeff Green. You know, that's why I had to put Jeff Green in there, because Jock Landale, he already was kind of, unless I take Jeff Green out, put more Jock Landale just to have a shooter at the 5.
Yeah,
and you know what I mean?
That's where you're going wrong, guy. You got to scrap Jeff Green minutes. He's not gonna get no minutes over. He's not gonna take no minutes from Tari. He's not gonna take no minutes from. I don't even say him taking minutes from Jayson Tate. And like, I think they're gonna try to see what Amen got, so they're gonna boost Amen over him. I think they're gonna boost Kevin Porter Jr. over him. I think they're gonna boost everybody over him. He's gonna be like like you said, Udonis Haslem.
Nah, I think he's gonna play, bro. I really do. I don't think he's gonna play nightly, like back-to-backs, or, you know, if we got a 4-game in a week type schedule. But I don't think they brought him over just to not play, just to sit on the bench. I think Jeff Green will play in some form or fashion, like, probably not every game, you know, but I think he will play in some way, shape, or form. I do think.
Yeah. I mean, I think he only got, about 7 minutes in Denver last year? It was averaging about like 6 or 7 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, and he's getting 8. He's getting 8 in this scenario.
Yeah, but we're so deep. We're so deep. I just think, no, I don't think he's more better than anybody. I don't think he's more better. I don't think he's better than Jayson Tate. I don't think he's. But some starters going to be out there with Amen. It's not going to be take the whole 5 out and put a new 5 in. It's going to be some starters going to stay, some starters going. You know what I mean? So it's not necessarily take 5 out and put a new 5 in. It could be take 2 out, put 2 in, take 3 out, take 3 in, type of deal. I just don't see Jeff Green getting valuable minutes at all. They're gonna have
hold on. My bad. It's kind of hard, bro. My bad, DJ Generation. The chat said, if the chat didn't hear me, I was on mute. Ghost is trying to solve quantum physics equations to figure out the minutes rotation. You right, bro, because this was really hard, bro. Like, I actually scrapped this 3-4 times just thinking, like, man, how I'm gonna get everybody in there that I think can probably fit, because I kind of put fit in with it. I did just throw a bunch of guys together and just see, just give them minutes. I tried to keep at least some shooting and some defense on the court at all times.
I think that's where you're going wrong at, is trying to make a fit instead of just placing the minutes, because you know what I mean? Ime Udoka is going to put out the minutes, because, like, trying to predict who the lineup is going to be is more harder than just predict the minutes. You know what I mean? You get to predict who's going to get this many minutes and then let them worry about where they're going to fit at. You know what I mean? So trying to predict, okay, put this lineup with this lineup, that's just making it more harder than to say, okay, I see Kevin Porter Jr. getting 24 minutes. I see such and such getting 12 minutes, such and such getting 16 minutes. I don't know where, because you don't know what two is going to be first out. You don't know what 3 is going to be the first out. What 2 is going to be the first out. 1-1's going to be out. You know what I mean? So you kind of wrapping your brain around some shit that you can't figure out.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to do a little bit deeper than that. Like DJ Generation said, I was probably thinking too hard, and that's granted. That's totally granted. I was trying to get in Udoka's mind frame and see how he would try to balance all these guys out. And it probably made it a little bit more difficult than what it's supposed to be. I was just trying to make it seem so, because if you remember last year, the 2 biggest weaknesses we had was our shooting and our defense. And I think to remedy that, we needed some lineups that provided shooting and defense. Now, these guys are all athletic, so I'm not worried about driving. And I tried to keep it at the point guard spot to have guys that can go off the dribble and dish and kick but I started thinking, well, who are they going to kick it to, and how would they fit? Now,
it all depends.
You know what I mean?
It all depends who's making shots. You know what I mean? So it's like kind of difficult just to say who's gonna be the first man out, second man out. It all depends like who's playing good at that time. You know what I mean? Every game's gonna be different. I think. I see Tari getting definitely 25 minutes. I also see Kevin Porter Jr. get 25 minutes. I don't know how they're gonna fit that in. Can't see them getting no less than that. I think Cam Whitmore, like you said, probably go to the G League. Probably.
I mean, taking Cam out, it fixes a lot of that. Truthfully,
Yeah.
Even if we don't mess with Jeff Green minutes any, and I think, like I said, given he won't play all the time, even if we don't mess with his minutes, I think taking Cam out, it'll probably fix a lot of that crunch that we have right there.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said Cam in the G League until we trade Tate at the deadline.
Yeah, Tate probably can be up for a move, because his contract is good enough to move. But yeah, appreciate you, DJ Generation, for that $5 super chat, my man. Good looking out. Let's see. David Pham says we need to trade Tate and a pick for a defensive big man. you right about that. We do need a defensive anchor, but we gonna give LP time to see if he's gonna get, because I think our wing depth in defense is so strong. Also, our point guard depth is and defensively is so strong now that LP won't look so bad defensively, because it just won't be a highway to the goal. You know, last year it was just a open lane to the goal, like 610 traffic, bro. They was just in and out, in and out, in and out. And it was hard for Sengun to move his feet and pivot and get into spots sometimes because the guards are there so quick. So it made him look worse. So now if our wing depth and our point of attack defense is that much better, I think it'll look a little better on Sengun as long as he get, you know, a chance to react and be in the right place. I think he'll be all right. But we will see. It all depends on Sengun. It depends on Sengun if he's gonna stay on the court, especially in like crunch time. How y'all feel about that, LV and culture?
I think that's the question, is that defense from Sengun. And I know y'all heard the interview. He's really working on this. I even saw a video with Elijah One and him working on his game. So there's potential. There's motivation, but we need to see production. So that's the thing about it. And everybody's talking about a backup center, but to be honest with you, they're really thinking about using Jabari Smith at center a lot. So that's gonna be filling in some holes there.
True.
In order to give him over 30 minutes a game.
True. I think that's gonna be hard if we bring in another center.
No, it ain't gonna happen.
That's what I was just about to say. I think they're set on Lindell. I think I think they knew they needed a defensive center, but I think once they picked on Cedric on Lindell, I think that's it. You know what I mean? We don't have no room. We don't have no room for nobody else. I think they're just gonna go with what we got with AP.
Right. This is it right here.
And like LV said, you use whatchamacallit the 5, and that's gonna
Jabari Smith.
Yeah.
Hey, but check it out though. Hey, I'm gonna have to really give some props to Stone, because the way he set up the contracts, the way we set up financially, like on the business end for the team, is really, really, really fascinating, because the way that they did even Dillon Brooks' contract, where it's descending instead of ascending, it makes them as a tradable asset in case the young dogs really emerge fast. I'm talking about like Cam Whitmore, for example, because let's say he gives us 2 solid years. I know that everybody questions his shooting, but we got 2 defensive two shooting coaches that are promising that can probably do that. And if that's the case, we're gonna lock him in for 4 years and keep extending him. But if that doesn't happen, and then the incentives don't play out, let's say we don't make the playoffs, he's not, his game is not resulting into winning, we can trade him because it's a descending contract. Now, in addition to that, the VanVleet contract is already guaranteeing a man's future, because we only guarantee in 2 years. And as far as the 5, Jock Landale, it just like people are saying, do we really need a backup center and lock him in? I think they're confident in the plan they have with Landale, and then moving Smith to play the 5 at times. If that's a formula that works, they're not going to lock nobody in. They're going to go ahead and just let Landale stay. What I'm saying is, financially structured, like the financial structure of this team is very flexible. That's why we removed all the other assets, because we wanted to create room for the people who we really believe in and have potential. So like the development of this thing can play out in multiple different ways. But we're set up where we're not really trapped with anyone. We can move anybody who we need to move, and we don't need to lock nobody in. Even Tate's contract is like that, and KPJ. So like I'm really excited, and I know everybody was down whenever they announced that we got the 4th overall pick. But now, after the way the organization has we're starting to see what they're doing, man. I'm very excited. So like, and then just to top it off on the minutes, I had said this earlier, but the ones to me that I can feel like I can guarantee these guys are going to eat 30 minutes, it's EASON, Smith, and Brooks for now. I think Brooks is really going to pay off though. I think with the shooting coaching and the IQ and the systems, I think he's going to be a perfect fit. The only ones I'll question is like KPJ. We really don't know what to say about him. and we really don't know what to say about Jalen Green right now. Those are all guys that are dependent on performance. And then we got Dillon Brooks here just in case they don't pan out. We already got him. And if case we need to move him to the 2, we can do that. Or we can stick him at the 3 and then move Whitmore to the 2. Like the future has a lot of different variables that can play out in our favor. And I don't think that the Rockets are scared of the future anymore. I think we're pretty set with the finances and everything. Everything's looking really good.
Yeah, I agree. Jock Landale, he still got something to. I think he still got to prove his defensive worth just as much as Sengun, if you ask me, because I ain't saying he's just a stalwart at defense, but he's gonna have to show that he can actually defend and be in the right places as well. Najee, he says, hey Space, what's up, my friend? I'm not gonna say I'm excited about this coming season, but if Space Ghost and Frank are excited, I'm excited. Peace, brothers. Peace to you, Najee. And yes, me and Frank are excited for this upcoming season. I think the whole Rockets fan base is excited for this upcoming season because there's no more Silas. We got a good head coach. We got the requisite pieces that we needed to actually contend. We got the veterans. We got talent out the yin yang. We got lucky in the draft. Got Cam at 20. I don't see why you shouldn't be excited about this upcoming season, bro. But yeah, Najee, yeah, we excited, bro. So yeah, you in the right spot, bro, to be excited. Now don't just start screaming championship or bust or nothing like that. Then you be good. Yeah. What was you about to say, Culture?
I was going to say, I was going to respond to LV real quick. The thing about Dillon Brooks' contract, it does descend, but it doesn't descend that much. It's only descending like $500,000 at a time. So it's not really descending that much. It's like it starts off at 20, then it goes to like 19.5, then it goes to like 19.2, then it goes to like 18.7. So it's pretty much the same thing, but it's always going to be tradable. It's always going to be a tradable contract because he's still young, and it's only $20 million, and the salary cap is going to go up. So say in 2 years, we ready for Cam Whitmore. We can put him on the trade block. You know what I mean? Put him on the trade block. Show that he's valuable, and somebody's going to want to pick him up. He's going to be on an all-defense team, most likely. Contract is only 18, 19 million. So somebody will pick him up, you know what I mean? So we can still get rid of him. So it doesn't really matter about the contract too much. It does descend, but not that.
That's true. I'm saying, too, it works in our favor because if he becomes an all-star, it's good that it's descending on our end because then we can lock up other people. So, like, and it makes it more of a attractable tradable asset because it descends. So it's I was more giving props to Stone on that.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. No, I don't want to get people confused that it descends too much. So it only descends like $500,000 at a time. But yeah, just Cam Whitmore is like the wild card, man, because he can really come in and be like he could really like. If he outperforms Dillon Brooks, man, I could just see him just being a starter 3. Like, if he just comes in and he's just busting ass in practice to the point where nobody can guard him, he's just scoring like a fucking young freshman Carmelo, because that's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of a Carmelo, man, a real Carmelo, like up and down.
Let me get to this super chat, bro. My bad. Okay. Third Coast Alliance got $10 super chat. He says Jalen Green is going to participate with the USA basketball select team, so we'll have about 5 scrimmage games to peep his progress. That's facts. Appreciate the $10 super chat. I'm excited for the FIBA, for the USA basketball team, man. We got us some good players on there this year, bro. So yeah, big up the Third Coast for that $10 super chat. We got a super chat from my boy Ring Leader. He got the #1 with a balloon. This is his first super chat to the channel. Good looking out, Ring Leader. Thanks for the support from all my CSGs out there, man. Good looking out. I think we just had somebody else join the chat. Oh, my boy DJ Generation. What's happening with you, DJ? What's popping with you, baby?
What's up, everybody? I came in on the back end, but I heard everybody, and I think his name Culture. He brought up a good point I was like, that's what I'm a little confused with. Like when it comes to Cam Whitmore, like I agree, common sense would say like send him to G League and let him like work there. But it's like from business point of view and really even basketball, like I just don't see how they gonna like not put him on the team. You know what I mean? Like he got national attention. He won Summer League MVP. He the steal of the draft. So I think like it would look bad for Houston to send him to G League, even though I think that's what should happen. I just don't know how they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's why I got him up here right now because you know G League don't start until a couple of months after the start of the season.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I got him. This is like starting off the season with who he got on the squad, and I think once G League kicks off, maybe depends on how he's progressing. So I think he will probably get a look here and there up until the G League kicks off, and then once it kicks off, maybe he goes down because he's just probably not getting the minutes and the reps that he probably need. But yeah, I agree to a certain extent because he is the G League MVP as well, and he's got like you know, got all these acclaims and people are rooting for him now. Like he's the underdog story of our franchise right now. A top 10 guy, some people had him as close as top 5 guy.
Yeah.
Dropped all the way to 20. It's like that Cinderella story, that underdog story of can he come back and make, but he's so young. This is the thing, he's so young, it's like there's no rush to push him. You know what I'm saying? Like to get him up there and because confidence is a mug. Either your confidence can build up from being good and you being amongst men, but he do have a manly body already, but there is a learning curve to every rookie. And we don't want to hurt his confidence as well as just trying to just throw him out there. But I don't think Udoka would throw him out there. You know what I mean?
I think it's impossible to hurt that man's confidence. But I hear what you're saying. What I was gonna say? Yeah, but I think what I was gonna say. I think he has a good relationship with Ime Udoka though. That's the only thing that I give him. I think he has an understanding with I think Ime has like understanding. Them two got like something going on to the point where it's like they got an understanding. Like if you come in and do what you gotta do, you playing defense, you playing hard, you come play team ball, and you outperform people, I'm gonna play you. But if not, then you're gonna go to G League and you're gonna get spot minutes. I think they have that understanding.
But it's like, man, even if I mean, like, I agree, and I think he gonna do what he's supposed to do. But then we back to Ghost trying to like rack his brain. You know what I mean? Like, how do we fit everybody? Like, it just seems like somebody gonna be the odd man out that shouldn't be, but we not gonna have no choice but to like sit them down.
Yeah, man. I really think just starting off, I think now we're gonna revisit this as you know during the season. I think Jayshawn Tate probably get more minutes than what we want him to. And I think he's gonna be the one that's gonna be like, man, why is Tate playing? Why is he, you know, but he brings that defensive tough mentality that Udoka likes. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like, man, why Cam ain't playing? He should be playing over Jayshawn Tate. Or why Tari ain't getting this amount of minutes? He should be in there playing over Jayshawn Tate. And I think he's gonna be like that fly in the ointment type of thing to begin with. And I think, like somebody said, maybe by a trade deadline, we might have to ship Tate off.
Yeah, I can see it's getting a first round pick for him if because he's good, man. He's a stat stuffer. I had him on my daily fantasy teams, and man, he was giving me 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 12 points every night. Like he was couple like a block or two, a couple steals. He's a stat stuffer for sure. And I think that we kept him on the roster and we didn't trade him during the season, during the off season. I think that says a lot. I think that's like you said, we got a plan for him. You know what I mean? He's gonna play. I don't see him playing for Tari though. But I think he's gonna have like on the minutes for Tari maybe. And yeah, most likely
get a first for him though.
Most likely Cam Whitmore is gonna be the odd man out. But I just think Ime Udoka is gonna give him that shot. Like he's not just gonna automatically send him to the G League. I think he's gonna give him a shot to see like you know what I mean? Just give him that shot. I think he earned that a chance to get that shot, I think.
What's up, ring leader? How you feeling, man? What's good with you?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. what you think is a upset season? Like, what's the least amount of wins you will say if we don't the least amount of wins to where you'll start feeling like Jalen Green we gotta do something different with the two.
30.
So hold on, okay, hold on, ringleader. You think if we underachieving, it's gonna be because of Jalen Green?
I feel like it's more of his. I feel like he the main factor of the whole rebuild. I believe it started with him, and I feel like after 3 years, him playing at two, if he ain't developing, we get like 30 wins again. I think it's time to like do something different at that two.
At the two.
Yeah.
In Jalen's defense, even though if you look at numbers like the guys like Booker and Zach LaVine, and some would even put Kobe in there, he's actually on that trajectory to be a Devin Booker type player. Now we can say this about every player we had. We was under the Silas regime. It was just like anarchy to where we don't really know exactly what all these guys are. So if we look at it realistically, through an unfiltered lens, this is kind of like year one for a lot of these guys because they actually going to get tough coaching.
So that's how they going to look at it, year one?
I'm not saying they're going to look at it that way, but we kind of hit the reset button because we got a new coach, we got a new system, we got new players, we got a new everything, and we actually got vets because it's not like we playing just ball like a street ball no more. We gonna have these. We actually gonna see these guys in a capable system running a system. So I hear you though. I'm just not sure it's all Jalen Green. That's it.
So one question: you rather his points per game drop down to like 18 and we make the playoffs, or you rather him he have an excellent season, like he have like 27 on the efficient season and we only win we barely make the play in and we don't get to the playoffs?
No.
Which one would you rather?
I would rather if you saying he's gonna drop down to like 18 points a game, I would rather him have more of an efficient 18 points than him going out there averaging 25 and we still look like trash. No, I want the team to succeed over Jalen Green just putting up buckets. I'm a Rockets fan. I'm not a Jalen Green fan. I'm not a SENGUN fan. I'm a Rockets fan. So anything that gonna let the Rockets look good and flourish, I'm all for that.
Yeah. So you don't think him and KPJ gonna battle for the two?
Yes, I want them to. Because
I seen flashes. I go to a lot of Rockets games. I seen flashes of KPJ have a game to where you be like, man, hold up. He look like he supposed to be like the two, and then you see KPJ, he fall off, and then you see Jalen Green, you be like, nah, Jalen Green, he the two. But they gonna fight for it. But I think Jalen Green, I think he gonna start over KPJ. But they gonna share minutes. KPJ might play the three sometimes too. I think so.
He might, but I was telling Culture, man, we so deep at that three spot and the wing spot to where it's gonna be hard to put somebody else in there.
What if Jabari playing the five? You don't think KPJ can come in and play that three?
We still got too many threes and fours.
Yeah, I mean, cause like DJ Generation just was saying, how are we not gonna play Cam when he's the Summer League MVP and he looked great and he like captured headlines, and it's gonna look stupid that we probably playing Jayshawn Tate over him. This is just by the public perception, but I think Udoka will rely on Tate to begin with over a rookie. So it'll make sense for Jayshawn Tate to play over Cam, but we still got Jayshawn Tate, TARI, and JABARI, Dillon Brooks. We still got a lot of wings right there that can be, at the three. It's hard for for me to see KPJ. Now, I would say he could probably bump down and play some point guard, but I don't know if it's room for him to bump up to play the 3.
Yeah, he can play the 3. It all depends. It all depends on the lineup. It all, like he said, if Bari's playing the 5, then Tari can play the 4. Then KPJ can come at the 3. It all depends. It all depends on need at that time, that point in time. Like if you need more shooting and you want to go more small ball, then you put Bari at the 5, Tari at the 4, KPG at the 3. You know what I mean? A couple guards at the 2, at the 1. He better. But he could play. He could play 1 through 3. Definitely could play 1 through 3. But it's gonna be more harder to get more minutes at the 3. Definitely, he's gonna get him at the 2 or the 1.
But I think the backup 2 is pretty much KPJ position. Because if you think about it, he the only true shooting guard behind Jalen we got.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're trying to give Greens more minutes, then you want KPJ on the floor with Green with that small five lineup, then you could put, because he kind of better. KPJ kind of better than Jason Tate.
Oh yeah, he way better.
Oh yeah, nobody arguing that.
Last year, I think KPJ was probably our best player when he was on the court. You know, I really do. I just think it's gonna be harder for him to squeeze out minutes at the 3. Now, Amen Thompson and VanVleet, if they haven't, have to split up minutes, then maybe you can slide KPJ in there for a little bit, and then him and Jalen Green can share the court that way.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But I think KPJ like he got a little leap over Green right now. I don't know if because he a little older, but he really a little bit more like a little bit better than Green too. But Green potential is his potential is probably a little bit more better. But right now, as far as like last year, I think KPJ had the better season.
Yeah, you got to think KPJ is like 2, maybe almost 3 years older than Jalen. So he's been in the league longer to refine his game, and he just got natural handles. I think because his handles are so tight to where he can get to wherever he want to. Yeah. Jalen got to work on his handles to where he can just chop up the defense, But that's kind of also KPJ's downfall, that he over dribbles sometimes. And if I forgot who it was, somebody on Twitter actually counted like when he shoots off the dribble after he probably dribbled like 3 times, I think it was, his percentage goes down. He's a better catch and shoot. That's why he was like 40-some% catch and shooting.
47.9.
That's probably why they want him at that 3.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's probably why they're gonna play more of the 3 than like the 2 or the 1. Because he can catch and shoot and he can play out ball. I don't know if Jalen Green can play out ball like that.
Yeah, I don't agree. I don't disagree with the premise of him playing the 3. I just don't know where the minutes will come from. That's the only problem I'm having with you. But I totally agree with mostly everything you're saying, bro. I really do. I just don't know where those minutes will come from.
Who would you sit at 3 ringleader to put KPJ in at 3? Like, who would you just have to sit on the bench?
I have Tate. Tate finna be expired. Tate finna get ready to go. I see what KPJ can do at that 3, and Tate can come in sometimes, but like on some, like you said, like some minutes that just. But Tate is like he's time for him to go and get out that door. I'm like, it's time for a new.
I've been ready to get rid of Tate for the last 2 years.
Yeah, I ain't really feeling Tate no more because he didn't reach his peak, and all thing he could do is like get to the rim with them crazy little layers. But I need more than that. Then he's small. He barely can play defense. You know what I'm saying? He can't hold nobody. But
yeah, he's undersized. He's only 6'5".
He's undersized. So
they got him at the 3. Sometimes they got him at the 4.
So
he's still hold on, brother. He's still undersized at the 3. But see, the thing is, with this team that I like, we got so many interchangeable parts, man. We got all these players that could play from 2 to 3 to the 4. So that's what makes it special. Because like KPJ can go 1 through 3, Tari can go from 3 to 4. Probably do some small ball 5, like you really want to push out some Draymond shit. But like Dillon Brooks can go from 3 to 4. Like all these players can go. Bari can go from 5 to 3. Like Ime could go from 1 to 3. Like all these players can go from like interchangeable to like anything. So we like the minutes.
I think Tate is the next odd man out, just like Kerry Martin Jr. I think, and that's gonna open up more minutes for that 3 spot because Kerry Martin Jr. had to go. Now it's gonna be Jason Tate, and then it's gonna that 3 spot gonna be open for TARI Eason and Cam Whitmore and behind TARI Eason gonna probably. I mean, not TARI Eason. What's the new guy we got from Memphis?
Brooks.
Brooks and Cam Whitmore and KPJ. KPJ gonna come behind Brooks and Cam Whitmore gonna come behind KPJ, and then we could play it like that. But that Jason Tate he gonna have to go to somewhere else, probably to the Lakers or something.
I agree. We got a super chat from Third Coast Alliance. He says, if we didn't have any vets, I could understand sending Cam to the G League. But since we do have vets, it doesn't make sense to waste that resource.
Huh?
Okay. I think it probably would have been the other way around. I would look at it though, Third Coast.
I think he said that backwards.
Yeah, I think he said it backwards. But we could be wrong. We could be wrong, but I think you maybe said that one backwards, Third Coast. I think you got it. I think you said that one backwards. But let me know in the chat. I could be wrong, bro.
Hey, I got one more question, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think this is my opinion. I think my instincts telling me the best player on our team gonna be in the next future is gonna be Jabari. What y'all think?
I got Jabari with the higher ceiling. I do. I think I don't know if you watched Frank's video. He actually ranked like our squad the top 6 between Jabari, Tari, Sengun, Jalen, Cam, and what you say, Culture?
Amen.
And Amen. Yeah. Who has the higher ceiling? Frank went with Amen. He got Amen, and then I think Jabari, then Jalen. I think that was his, and then I think Sengun and Tari, and then Cam. I think it was somewhere in that area. I think Jabari got the highest ceiling because his defense and his shot selection, his tallness, it's going to be a mismatch on every night almost, because it's going to be like almost unguardable to block his shot once he get that elbow jump already working right. And you see it already to where it's like, man, he's starting to figure it out.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be like the Marcus Aldridge, and if he get handles, he gonna be like a Walmart version of Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I can see it. But he gonna play better defense than both of them, I think.
Yeah.
I'm still giving up on Jalen Green. I'm with you on the Jabari tip, but I can see Jalen Green having an MVP type season this year. I'm not like
this year.
Well, yeah, this year coming up, his 3rd year.
Them bold words, Culture.
Too many players on the team for that.
I can see he's still the franchise player. He's gonna get all the right first look at being the man. So it doesn't matter about the players. He's gonna get the first look to go. So I can see him taking advantage of that and ascending to like a superstar level. But if I had to put my money on it, I would say Bari, just because, just how you said, Space, the mismatch that he got at that forward, I think that's just gonna have too much value.
I think you gotta play defense to win MVP. Ain't that right? You gotta be a 2-way player. You can't just be no scorer.
Unless you got real high offense.
I don't think Jalen Green can really just his defense can impact the way he beat. Well, Harden won MVP without playing defense. Maybe so.
Other players don't.
But Harden put up like 36 points a game.
Yeah, you got to put up real good.
Something crazy. And we also had the best record in the league.
Oh yeah. And that's another thing. That best record too. You can't win MVP if your team only win 35 games.
Yeah.
So if they win 35 games, he ain't even gonna be in the race.
I'm looking for him to take a leap, no doubt. But I want to see more of a leap in efficiency and looking better and defensively. I'm not worried about his points because if you look down the roster, we got guys to go get a bucket. You know, I don't think our scoring is going to have too much of a drop-off. I think we're going to get better scoring-wise because we got guys that just going to go get a bucket. I think our defensive it's really what's going, point us in the right direction. Our defense got to be the foundation moving forward because we got bucket getters, bro. All up and down the rocket, we can go get roster. We can go get a bucket. It's our defense that's really gonna make the difference.
Yeah, the MVP type season, not stretching it, but I can see him like having like a season like a John Morant, like a SGA. I can see him taking that type of leap.
Yeah, that probably elite, but not no. Yeah, I think Jabari Smith though. I think he like you said. I think he got the highest ceiling though, and that's just he made me. I think he even though he had the less like highlights. I mean like flashes, but his flashes makes you feel like if this man can do this, he could be like the top guy in the NBA type stuff. If he continue like when he played in the G League or like when he have his little spurts in the regular season, you'd be like, man, I ain't gonna lie. If he continues to do this, he gonna be hard to deal with, especially with his shooting when he get in his zone and he start. But I think he need to start getting that post more, that elbow post and shoot that little fade shot. That'll be his bread and butter. I don't know why Silas ain't put him in that post, that corner, and let him get comfortable with that post shot, man.
Bro, if we was to list all the things that Silas should have did, we'll be here until the morning. Silas didn't do a lot of things right, real.
I think they need to show him Tim Duncan, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kevin Garnett film, and be like, we need you to master this.
Yeah, like that T-Mac fade, that corner. That T-Mac fade, that automatic. It's like it was automatic when they turn that back against that they defender and fade back. That's automatic, and I see that in Jabari, but we didn't see it a lot last year. We didn't see it, and I was like, man, I know he can hit that shot. That shot easy for him. I know it looked easy for him when he in that little elbow when he's shooting that over there. He just got to get comfortable with it, and that's gonna be his bread and butter. He can give us about 5 of them shots every game.
I think Amen Thompson will probably have the best chance of winning the MVP on this squad right now.
Yeah.
Bari up there too. Bari's definitely up there.
Yeah, I think the reason why I won't say Bari just yet. I think because Bari, he kind of need a setup guy.
He's stagnated.
Yeah, until I think his 5th, 6th season, I think he'll get that handle all the way down to where he just don't need nobody to do anything for him. But I think Amen will have the points. I think he'll have the assist. I think he'll have like the plus minus. He will be a better defense because every guy that's a point guard is almost shorter than him. He's bigger than threes, some of the threes that's in the league. So he will constantly have an advantage defensively over everybody that he plays against.
He's going to be a better Sean Livingston.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
That's a good one.
I don't know. Sean Livingston can shoot, though. Sean Livingston can shoot.
He gonna be a better Sean Livingston. He gonna be a better athletic Sean Livingston. Because he's gonna be taller than the point guard. It's gonna be easy for him to get to the rim and lay the ball up over all the smaller guards.
Yeah, he can go right and left. Like Frank said, I think Amen he got the highest ceiling. I think he got that right. I think Amen definitely has the highest ceiling. Like you said, Space, he's 6'7". As a point guard, he's got that mismatch just like Bari, but he's just got everything else, man. He got the handle. He's gonna have the ball in his hands more.
Yeah.
He's got the smarts. He's got it all, man. He's got it all. And I'm just not ready to give up on Jalen Green yet. I'm gonna give him this year right here to see what he do, because he does have the star power and the skills to be a Devin Booker or to be better than a Devin Booker, but we haven't seen it yet. So,
Ghost, you think Amen could get either a 5x5 or a triple-double his rookie year?
His rookie year?
Yeah.
5 steal, 5 block
five
game?
by five, 5x5 meaning every major category, he get at least 5 of them. And they all triple.
That's...
Who that did that? Somebody did that. It was Michael Carter Williams
or somebody, yeah. but I hope he don't be on that trajectory.
I hope not neither.
Nah, but I think he'll probably get a triple double before he'll get that. I think a triple, because triple doubles, I'm not gonna say they're easy.
Yeah.
But like he can rebound, he can pass like otherworldly, and he can score at least 10 points a game.
KP got a triple. KPJ got a triple double. I believe he can get one.
Yeah, I'm making almost average a triple double. I can see him averaging a triple double during his prime easily.
Yeah, during his prime for sure. We got us a super chat, fellas, from Lance Mosby. He says need KPJ to stay at the 2 because we need defense there. The 3 already has multiple two-way players. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. That's kind of what I was leaning to. Like, we got so many guys at the 3 that's good.
Yeah, he gonna be the backup too. That's gonna be his. But I'm saying sometimes we're gonna probably want some little scoring, and he can score.
Now
we want him on the floor with Jalen Green sometimes, and he might have to run that. He probably have to catch and shoot at that 3.
I wouldn't mind like a stretch in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know, where we just need probably some scoring. We're down 8, and we need scoring all the way just to bring us back. And he starts off at in the fourth quarter at the 3, just to get us just to get buckets and get back into it. And then when we get down to like 2 points, a possession within the lead, then we sub him out, put him back at his regular position. You know, I can see that. I can see that.
And put Sengun back in the game.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's a good point. What would be like if we said we was making a starting lineup just for like offense? What would be the best player at every position?
Just for offense?
Yeah, like you say, like we just need to score. So like how you were saying, like then we put KPJ at 3 again.
Oh yeah, it'll definitely have to be like Fred VanVleet at the point, Jalen Green at the 2, KPJ at the 3. Have
Jabari,
like I guess Jabari at the 5. I would have to put Jabari at the 5.
Take AP out.
So you would cut Sengun?
Nah, I put Jabari at the 4 and Sengun at the 5.
We can put. I mean, Sengun can cause mismatches and stuff offensively. Yeah, he can stay at the 5. Yeah, I'll have to put. Basically, I was starting lineup instead of put KPJ at the 3.
Yeah. For scoring purposes. Over Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Over Dylan Brooks. Because he the best ball handler on our team right now as we speak is KPJ.
Who's that?
The best ball handler.
KPJ? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
He's the best ball handler.
Definitely. Yeah, I can see that. Now, if you want to go defensive, flip that on his head, and we'll have to go. I guess we'll put A-Man at the 1. I wouldn't say Jalen will be at the 2. KPJ will probably have to be at the 2, but
hold on. You keep Fred VanVleet at the 1 because Fred VanVleet can play defense. You can put Fred.
We were just saying that A-Man Thompson is just he's so much bigger than everybody at the 1.
You can put A-Man at the 2. You can put A-Man at the 2. You can put Fred VanVleet at the 1. Because you're gonna have a hard time if you put A-Man at the 1. Gonna have a hard time filling that 2 spot with a defensive player.
KPJ got
defense, but you know what I mean. He's not.
I mean, we seen him lock up Steph and stuff.
Okay.
When he want to play defense, KPJ can play defense.
Yeah, he can play defense. He played better than Jalen Green. I can tell you that.
But they kind of wishy-washy, both of them. It depends on when he wants to. I will give him that. Even Jalen Green, we seen him lock up like Booker and stuff at the end of games before. But
what KPJ got over Jalen Green, the edge is, I think his toughness. I think. But now KPJ, I seen him get mad and don't even get back on defense.
Yeah,
he got that hard. He got that hard. You know what?
Go ahead and put Dylan Brooks at the 2.
I was just about to say that. Would you slide him to 2?
So that's why I said you go Fred VanVleet at the 1. You can put Amen at the 2, Dylan Brooks at the 3, Tari at the 4, and Bari at the 5.
Yeah, that's if Jalen Green just getting cooked.
Yeah.
That's if he just getting cooked. Then we gotta sub him out and put the defensive lineup in, but. That's the only way, but we can't have no offense, just defense on the court.
But it sounds like really the starting lineup kind of a perfect blend, anyways. Like what we think is gonna be.
Or shit, if you want to go big defense, you go put Amin at the 1. You could put like a Cam at the 2, Dylan Brooks at the 3, Tari at the 4, Bari at the 5. Or you could do Amin at the 1, Dylan Brooks at the 2, Tari at the 3.
That's a versatile lineup.
You know what I mean? Bari at the 4, and then
I mean, we can switch everything with that. Like
It's
we even seen that man, on centers in the summer league blocking shots on centers. So I think man gotta be on there.
Who gonna be the main backup for Jabari?
It gotta be Tari or either Tate, and I don't want Tate though.
Tari got a 7-foot wing, so he definitely can play the 4, and he's gritty enough to play the 4. That'd be the best bet. Nobody else is gonna be able to play the 4. I mean, besides Tate, but Tate's 6'5", so
How tall is Torrey? 6'8"?
6'7", 6'8".
Oh, okay.
But do y'all think we'll ever see like a double big lineup with Jock Londell and LP on the court?
Nah, we got too many 4s for this.
I don't know if we want to go big. Well,
Yeah, that's when we got to play against people like the Cleveland Cavaliers, probably. They got
because Sengun is 6'11" now. That's what they saying. He's 6'11" without shoes. He's pretty much 7 foot in shoes.
If he grow to 7 foot, I think he gonna be that dude.
I mean, do that help the case? Do that like Frank say? Do that help him move his puppies any faster? His feet, can he actually move his feet any faster being that 7 foot? Now, if his wingspan ain't getting no longer, then that don't help the case.
That's a good point.
I think we're just gonna have to stick it out at the 5. I mean, I think we proved. I think Jokic proved that you don't have to be a power center to win. Still, you know what I mean? I don't think he's ever gonna be a defensive prowess like ever, but I think he can. He's only 20 years old, man. When he's 24, 25, he's gonna pick up some shit to where you can keep him on the court. But I just don't see LP at the 4. I just don't think I can never see him at the 4. I just never.
He's not mobile enough.
He's not mobile enough at the 4.
Yeah, he can't stretch the floor enough, I don't think, to be the 4.
But we gotta remember they do got Hakeem working with him. So like you said, think about if he working with Hakeem on defense too by 24, so he should at least be.
I just wish we would have got Brook Lopez, man. We would have stretched the floor, man.
Man, if we would have got Brook Lopez,
he screwed us over.
Yeah,
hey,
man.
we would have got Brook Lopez. We would playoffs for real.
I think we'll be playoff team for sure. Yeah.
See, right now we probably like a 38 to 37 team win. But with Brook Lopez, that's an extra 5-7 game wins right there. That's flow stretching, bro. That's flow stretching.
I got a hot take. Y'all think we can win the tournament?
The in season tournament? I don't know, bro. We going against Denver and who else we going to? Dallas. We going up against some nice veteran squads in there.
One more topic. Who we got better than? Did we get better than the Spurs and Memphis this year?
Nah, I don't think we better than Memphis. Yeah.
You don't think so?
Without John Morant
and Dylan Brooks?
I don't. But y'all don't remember they just got what's the name, bro?
Who?
They got little man from the Celtics. They traded for
Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
I mean, that's why they could have got rid of Dylan Brooks, because they got Marcus Smart.
Didn't they get Curry too? Curry brother too?
Did they?
He's in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
He went back to Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, he been back to Dallas. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nah, I don't think we better than Memphis yet. I would say we're probably clear cut better than the Spurs. Maybe Utah.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm still if the Timberwolves don't figure it out, we possibly can be better than the Timberwolves.
Yeah, they trash. They got good name players, but they trash as a team.
Yeah.
Without Dame, we better than the Blazers.
Yeah, we better than the Blazers. I would
Y'all
say
hit it, but OKC still got us.
we might be knocking. We might be knocking on the door with like New Orleans. We probably can be some probably better than New Orleans. Depends.
Because if Zion don't play more than 20 games, they gonna be in the same boat again. Next year. They gonna be in the same boat next year if Zion don't play.
Yeah, the Clippers maybe. I don't know if they trade for James Harden, then maybe not. But we might can, give the Clippers a run for their money. The Kings, I don't think we better than the Kings. Well, we might. I have to see how they start out because they could have been a blip on the radar for the Kings. But I think they prominent, bro. I think they gonna succeed because they got a good coach.
The thing about the Kings is they play defense. Mike Brown brought that defense over there, and I think Ime Udoka is gonna bring the same thing to us. I think we're gonna be a top 10 defense. I think we got. And like you said, space, the big lineup, I think we big enough. I think with AP at the center, 6'11", and Bari another 6'11" with a 7'4" wingspan, and then you got Tari 6'7", 6'8" with another 7'4" wingspan. That's big, man. You know what I mean? And Dillon Brooks, that's like those are big kids, man.
But what kind of give us a little edge though? We got the top 5 coach on the West though. We got the top 5 coach on the West.
I think probably about the top 3.
Yeah, I agree with that. We won with them.
I think the only coaches that's probably clear cut better than Udoka is maybe Popovich. I'm just talking about in the whole league. Eric Spoelstra. Nick Nurse, maybe Nick Nurse. Mike Malone, he's good. He's good, but he finally proved something this year. The OKC coach, I think he's better than the OKC coach. Dagno, whatever his name is.
Who Dallas coach?
Dallas coach?
Jason Kidd.
Kidd.
Oh nah, he
better than Jason Kidd. He's the top 5 coach in the whole league.
Yeah, that's gonna boost us up, man. That right there is gonna boost us up, and just like football, defense win games, man. So just being in the top 10 in general in defense, that's just gonna give us like 10, 15 wins right there, just defense alone. And then we're so deep and we're so talented, man. Like I got high hopes for us, man. I got us up there with the Kings, making a jump as the Kings phase with Mike Brown coming. I don't see our team being any less talented than the Kings. I don't see how anybody can say that. And we got the talent, man. We got the talent. We got the coach. Yeah. Defense. We got defensive dogs. We got Tari. We got Bari. We got Dillon Brooks. We got Amen. We got Cam. Like these is dogs. These are straight.
I'm pushing it. We might be better than the Warriors, man.
Oh,
nah.
They got Chris Paul now, but yeah, man. I'm not gonna front. The Warriors was trash on the road last year.
Man, hey, I'm pushing it, bro, because they getting old, man.
Yeah, they was trash on the road last year.
They getting old, and then they still got Klay Thompson. Come on, man. Come on. They getting old. Klay Thompson ain't gonna be able to hold them youngsters, man, out there, man. Y'all ready?
They gonna run them. They gonna run them up and down the court, man. That's why, like people say,
I ain't gonna lie. They gonna fall back.
They got like 2 seasons left.
Hold on. People talking about playing and all this shit, man. I got us taking a huge leap, man. Just with the defense alone and the talent, man. The talent is there. Is undeniable, man. We got probably top 5 talent team.
I'm gonna clutch my pearls a little bit. I ain't gonna go that far just yet.
They going hard.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Let's bring it back down a little bit because I think it's legit gonna be a learning curve for these guys. I'm gonna say we're gonna be like 8th, 9th, 10th seed up in there. I'm not gonna go now. This is subject to change if we see we those guys coming in. But you got to think it's chemistry and everything. Some of those teams been playing a little bit longer than we have. Talent don't always just win out. Coaching do have a big part of it. We do got an amazing coach, I think.
But I'm talking about. Talking about matching up. I'm talking about matching up. We play them. We might can beat them, man. Like
as far as the Warriors.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
yeah, I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. We probably can have a better record than the Warriors because they was in the play-in last year, wasn't they?
Yeah, they fell out bad. Did they
Man,
have like a top 15 pick or something like that?
Yeah, they ended up getting Podazmeski or Podaziski.
Oh,
What's his
they
name?
they
Okay,
if
okay.
if they
Minnesota was the playing teams.
they only person they gonna be relying on is Curry, man, because everybody else is like
Paul
they man, like only thing you gotta do is clamp up Curry, and I wonder if he gonna be good enough to really like play a little deep. I know our point Van Fleet ain't scared of Curry, even though Curry is Curry, but that Van Fleet can play some defense.
Yeah, you can. He a dog. I got
Yeah.
us anywhere from 6 to 8 in the playoffs. 6 to 8.
say 6 to 8.
Yeah,
I
6 to 8.
say
Yes,
I'm
from
like
6 to
those.
7.
I think 9 through 11 is realistic.
It's all depends because Memphis can go on like a 10-game losing streak, man, without
True. That's true.
no defense. They done got rid of Dylan Brooks, and you
But
got
they was actually, if you look at it, they was actually better without Ja last year.
oh yeah, they was. You
Who
right.
they point guard? Did they just pick up another
But
point?
they got rid of their backup point
They got
guard.
Derrick Rose.
They lost Jones too, Ty Jones.
They got Ty
Yeah,
Jones.
they got Ty Jones.
They lost Ty Jones too.
No,
They lost Ty
yeah,
Jones.
Ty Jones
Oh,
left.
They
okay.
lost Tyus Jones. Tyus Jones left.
Oh,
They
that's
lost-
true.
Tim
lost-
Hey,
Hardaway.
they might.
They lost
might go.
Brooks. Morant not gonna be there for the first couple games. I see it's on the 6th seed, man. I really see it's on the 6th seed.
Man, I hope
Y'all
you
know
right, bro. I really do.
Y'all know who we forgot? Y'all ain't mentioned though. The Suns.
No, they up there. Suns gonna be top 2, top 3.
Nah, they ain't got no defense, man. I think they gonna be like the
What?
5th seed.
Hell no, not with all that offense. Devin
Yeah,
Booker,
they got
Devin
so
Booker,
much
Bradley
offense.
Beal, Kevin Durant.
Bro,
and
offense is something,
Yeah.
but when you can't stop nobody, the other team got a good offense
Yeah.
too.
They proved that this year. A lot of offensive teams got smoked.
They too talented though to be not
Just because Miami badly ain't really had no offense. They defense was just holding it up for them.
Defense will keep you in games, bro, because it's every it's ebbs and flows into every game. Shots it's a make or miss league. Even when you missing, if you can stop the other team, you can stay in every game.
Yeah.
We seen like high powered offensive guys. Like look at the Brooklyn Nets. They was high powered offense everywhere, but they couldn't stop a nosebleed, and they got trumped in the first round by the Boston Celtics, I believe. And
Oh yeah, still.
yeah, and we seen how offensive teams just didn't really. You got to be a complete team to really compete for a championship. Now I'm not saying they ain't gonna win no games, but I still got them probably around about I'd say the 3rd to 4th seed, somewhere up in there. I don't think they would probably be the best in the West.
Yeah, Denver gonna be the best again this year.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and it depends on if Anthony Davis stay healthy. The Lakers might. They got some. They
I'm
had
about
got
to
some
ask
squad. They had got a good squad.
They got the squad, but what the Lakers do though, they so old and they just take too many games off. LeBron takes too many games off, and Davis takes too many games off for them to be up there. As long as they can make LeBron is like the type of player. As long as he can get in the playoffs, then he can make that run. But during the season, he's gonna take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Anthony Davis gonna take it easy. So I don't see them being a top tier team. But as long as they make the playoffs, then they can make their run. But like I said, us having a top 10 defense, that's gonna give us about 10, 15 wins right there.
I said we get a top, cause we was dead last, bro. We had the bottom defense ever. If we could just do half better, top 15 defense, then we'll probably be all right.
So we're number 1 defensive coach. We got the defensive. So I see us at top 10. I don't see it's no different than Sacramento. Sacramento was 8. So I don't see how they better than us.
I can see that he got a point because we got a lot of defensive players now, like a lot.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm saying I'm just guarding I'm just clutching my pearls, bro. I'm just. I don't want to get up here and sound like I'm just the most like I done flipped my top and thinking, you know, we because it's gonna be a learning curve to this. What's up, LV? That's LV.
Hey, no disrespect to KPJ, but we haven't had a point guard in 3 years too, though. And you know that contributes
facts.
to winning badly. And then Ime looked great, so I mean, and then obviously VanVleet's a good point guard. So
that pick and roll with Sengun and VanVleet, man. Oh man,
That's gonna be deadly.
oh man.
And see, that's what I told Space before. I said with just us getting those veterans, that's putting us past a lot of these rebuilding teams, like the OKCs, the San Antonio Spurs, the Orlando Magics, the Detroits. Us bringing those veterans in, we just leaked those teams by bringing those veterans in, because OKC still don't got no veterans. San Antonio still don't got no veterans. So now we got a veteran point guard, a finals, NBA Finals point guard. We got a all defense. You know what I'm saying? Dylan Brooks. And so plus all our talent. So I think with that veterans pickups, we just leaked them with the veterans.
So we gonna be better than OKC?
Hell yeah.
Okay. I like your confidence, culture. I like it. I swear I do.
Hey, honestly, that's personal too, though.
I ain't gonna lie, it's personal, but if that tall dude they got, if he ain't
Hunger come through, man. They dangerous.
come through, they gonna be all right. But as of now,
Hey, that's personal for Ahmed. I guarantee it. He's watching them.
I think we kind of built similar to them though too.
Yeah, but they got a lot of tall people, man. Like a lot of tall people.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I'm excited to see it. I really am. I want to see how they're gonna put this whole thing together with the lineups in the minutes, and I'm thinking maybe they could be similar to what I put up, you know, what we came up with and what I came up with, some type of rendition of that. But I'm really eager to see how they gonna use our forwards. Like who are they gonna really key and hone in on and try to keep on the court?
that's the X factor. Who gonna be the X factor? I mean, who gonna be the X factor person? That's gonna be Jason Tate, man. He got a couple more. He got like half a season with us, man. We're gonna be like, nah, we gotta go and get rid of him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if we trade at the
Yeah,
trade
he gonna be gone. And then we need to see what Jack Landale gonna do, because if not, we're gonna have to get us a defensive minded center, man. Cause we need to protect that paint, man. But
this the thing. Our perimeter defense have gotten so much better to where our center is not gonna have to just clean up every possession. You feel me? So it'll leave a little bit of pressure on the center because
Sengun gonna get them rebounds, and he just moves slow on his feet, but he don't mind playing defense. He just got to get better at it.
Yeah.
Imagine if we had like an elite shot blocker. Ooh man, that we be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, that ain't nobody was out there left. We put all our eggs in one basket trying to get Brook Lopez to where he shafted us right at the end to where we had to pivot to Jock Landale. It really didn't give us time to really suit, you know, and go through and try to court any other defensive-minded big, because he would have encapsulated everything that we needed. A 3 and D, big, rebounder. He can even catch alleys. I think we thought we had him in the bag, and he just shafted us and went back to.
Yeah, he played us bad.
He played us bad, bro.
We ain't had the money to give him.
No, we had the money. We actually offered more than him.
Yeah, he took our offer and went to the Bucks and said, "Look, Rockets gonna pay me this much. I want to stay with y'all. Though, can y'all match it?" And they matched.
Yeah, and it wasn't a whole lot of money. I mean, we threw a little money at them. You know, like they saying that's why we got rid of like Garuba and Tata and all those guys to get that extra, you know, $4, $5, $6 million to give to Brook. But then he accepted it, but then he reneged right at the end. Yeah, like he did us cold, bro.
If Dylan Brooks can have a first all defensive team, it'll help Sengun out, man. It'll help him out a lot if he can have one of them all defensive first team defensive seasons with us, like he did over there in Memphis when he was playing defense over there with Memphis. It'll help Sengun out because Sengun a sneaky defender. He'll block your shot, but he just they made it so hard for him because everybody around the perimeter just letting people just get to the rim.
Mr. Simons was killing him.
Yeah, bro. It was just, I mean, let's be all the way 100 and honest. Our defense was trash poo last year, from the perimeter to the back end. And if we could just shore up most of that and like easy back cuts we was getting, not getting back in transition, easy things. Like it's like they don't understand. Like when the shoe guard and shoot, the first person back should be the point guard. And like they used to just stand around and didn't ever get back. I think they was taught because we didn't have excellent shooters. I'm just speculating on this. To where they was taught everybody crashed the board. Everybody crashed the offensive board. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like everybody just crashed the board. Don't worry about getting back. If we get the offensive rebound, put it back up. Do this. So they didn't even care about getting back on defense. And the transition defense killed us. And the backcourts, falling asleep, not paying attention to your man, killed us. Like so I don't think we're gonna have none of that this year.
So you don't think KPJ gonna be doing none of that pouting this year?
I mean, I'm not gonna say he's not, but if he do, then he's on the bench.
Yeah.
You know how he used to pout and not run down the court.
Oh yeah. Nah, Udoka's not gonna have that.
Yeah, let him try it this year.
Udoka not gonna have that. It might be. I mean, it's about to get real, man. It's about to get real. We got real coaches, trying to provide for their families. Udoka, he trying to bring his name back up out the dirt. He's not just supposed to put any old type of players out there to, make him look even worse. So he's going to ask for excellence out of these guys. He already said age is not an excuse. He's not going to let their age get in the way. He's not going to let them lean on that crutch. That crutch is kicked out from them. No, you're a professional. You're going to have to do things the right way. And I think he meant what he said, bro. So, yeah, ain't none of that going to happen this year, bro.
In space, that's why I got high expectations, man. For that simple fact right there. Udoka's and we got the talent. I know we got the talent. We probably the top 5 talent team up from 1 through 10. We got to have the top 5 most talented team in the NBA. Now that you coach, now you got a coach to put it together. And a defensive coach at that, man, I think the sky's the limit for us, man. I really do, man. And Udoka ain't never missed a playoff since he's been in this league, and I don't think it's going to start now.
That's why I think we're going to get the play in. What's up, lady?
Hey, you remember recall it when KPJ get mad and he run down that court like that little stupid little run I don't even really want to play defense, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what he used to do, run down that court like with that little stupid little scoop run. And like he mad, he don't want to play defense. I hope he don't do none of that this year because he's gonna get
bro. I seen bro
10 or 15 minutes on.
Yeah, I seen him stop at half court and just walk around and mosey around. Like, bro, what are you doing? Like, ain't none of that happened this year.
That was all Silas. They ran over Silas, man.
Yeah.
Silas had a little sugar in his tank too, the way he used to.
Come on.
Like how he used to just walk up and down the court like he ain't have no man, he ain't used to he ain't did no yelling. I ain't never seen him yell.
Except for that one after that one press conference. Them dang diddly defense.
I ain't never seen him get mad and bench a player just come on, get up out of here. You get
the only I would say this, the only person he did try that with sometimes was Sengun.
Josh Christopher's.
Sengun. He'll bench Sengun in a minute. Like he tried his hardest not to give Sengun playing time.
I think he used to do Josh Christopher like that too. He used to get Josh Christopher up out of there.
He did.
Yeah, I don't think Silas is built for a young team. I think he's more built for like a veteran team.
Yeah, they know what to do.
Yeah, I don't think he's built for that young team because he's not one of those people like a Udoka that's gonna get in your face and bark at you He's more one of those. He probably is good with his X's and O's, but probably more better for a veteran team. That he ain't got to scream at, and, you know what I mean? Stay on top of him.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that totally, bro.
I don't think we got rid of no future stars, but which one you think gonna be decent in a couple of years that we did get rid of?
Kenyon Martin Jr.
KJ Martin.
Yeah, that's easy.
Maybe even Josh Christopher. It depends.
I think he ain't gonna get enough. He ain't gonna get enough rep nowhere. They ain't gonna never give him no time to develop. Cause his position is kind of hard. Everybody got good players at that position. Cause I think his known position is like the 2.
Yeah, he a 2.
And and if he go to Memphis, he gonna be like the 3rd string 2 probably.
I was gonna say he gonna get some burn over there in Memphis. That he kind of matched their style over there with like that.
That 2 gonna be
that running gun, especially with Morant being out and Jones gone. So I think he might get a little burn over there.
Yeah, I doubt it. I think he probably be a good 3. He probably could have went to a sorry team and probably got some minutes, but he went to a team that's trying to win, so it's kind of gonna be kind of hard for him.
I mean, they say they got a good coach over there. They got a culture too. I don't know, man.
I ain't see no potential in him though. I ain't gonna lie. It's just like his game was just like mediocre to me.
He tried to be Jalen Green when he wasn't Jalen Green. He wasn't. He's not that type of athlete. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he was a decent player, but he probably ain't gonna be able to start nowhere.
Even the coaches, they and Stone said, hey, we want you to be more like a Drew Holiday, 3-and-D type of guard, and he wanted to be a scoring guard.
He reminded me of like J.R. Smith kind of.
Yeah. Undisciplined.
Yeah, like a J.R. Smith jacking up shots. He's athletic though. He's definitely athletic.
Yeah. And that's why he's gonna be able to make it, but he's gonna get bounced around in the league, but because he athletic and he kind of like got a little good game in him, but he ain't just nobody to well. And I ain't see no potential in Tata. I ain't see it. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, but you heard John Wild. He said they think it's sweet because they was on a tanking team. He said they ain't gonna be in the league trying at other teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a rude awakening for these boys, man. It really is.
That's why you say only person that probably last is Kevin Martin Jr.
I wanted to keep KJ, as long as I could. I wanted to keep him, man.
I think we waited too long.
I don't think he was better than TARI EASON or Dillon Brooks.
Nah, I don't think he's better than either one of them either.
So I don't mind him going leaving because he ain't better than now.
Yeah, I think that's where Raphael Stone dropped the ball at. I think we were supposed to trade him last year when his value was up. I think we knew he didn't have no future here. I think we knew Tari is always gonna be better than him, right? And I think we always knew that we was gonna have another top 5 pick. So we always knew that he wasn't gonna be in the future, but we always knew that he always wanted to be a starter. His dad was always crying, he was always crying. So to know the fact that he wasn't going to be in our future, we should have dealt him last year when his stock was up.
We did that with Eric Gordon too, though.
We just holding on to Jason Tate. That's the only loose change we need to get rid of.
That boy keep coming back to Tate, bro.
I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, I don't blame you though, bro. I don't blame you. I totally agree with Tate. We need to get rid of Tate.
Yeah, I think he taking up minutes. I don't think he need. I don't even think he already been injured all through the little rough times we done went through. They kept him not playing anyway, so I don't know why they still got him anyway.
I think Udoka just kept him because he's another veteran piece. Because Tate is always older. He's 28, so he's another veteran. So I think he's just here for being like another veteran piece. That's what I think. And be like the mediator for new veterans to the younger guys, because since he's been here, we can break that mold between the two.
And don't nobody else want him, so we kind of like
he kind of fell in love with him. He's a player. He's just like a Bruce Brown to me. Like if you go to a team like a Denver, like to be like that 6th man, 7th man, he can give you that type of production. He can.
Yeah. like the Boston Celtics or somewhere like that. He'll be valuable on a veteran type squad like that. I think.
I'm gonna tell you who should try and get him is somebody like the Suns who need a defensive person. If a cheap.
Yeah, but he ain't really no good defensive person. He just a good little. He just be doing. He play like he came from the hood. He be scoring. He be scoring them little layups, but he can't shoot. And he can but he can score. Like he can get to the rim a little and make some good little layups. But that's about it. That's about it.
Yeah, he
That's about
undersized. He ain't got no true position. He undersized. He too big for the 2, and he too small for the 3, 4 almost. Like
yeah, and Houston just keep because we caught ourselves mixed up with that Harden situation, and we just got him right now. But he ain't gonna play none. Watch what I tell you. He ain't gonna play none of this season really too much. He just gonna be there just to get his little money. They feel sorry for him, and then they're gonna get rid of him because he's under the contract. But other than that, he can't. He ain't gonna get more minutes than Tate. I mean, he ain't gonna get more minutes than Tari or Brooks. So, and I think Cam Whitmore just out summer league better than him. Even though Cam Whitmore jacking up them threes and bricking, but he kind of better than Tate. You can kind of see the potential. Tate didn't reach his peak. Tate, he ain't gonna never be able to shoot really.
Yeah, so he gonna be better than Tate. He's gonna be better than Tate.
Tate can't even shoot no mid-range shots really. He more like a tech, like trying to score it like in the hood, try to get to the.
He like the football players that used to drive.
They try to play basketball in the hood. The football players be trying to play. They can score at the layup.
They so aggressive. They be aggressive as hell too.
Yeah, he can get to the rim. He like one of them dudes in the hood that play football. We trying to play basketball. They can get to the rim and make a couple layups, but they can't shoot and they play deep. They can't play defense really.
They annoying though. They don't really play defense. They just be annoying you like
yeah.
Hey Chad, this gonna be the last call, man. If y'all want to come up and get up in there, we're gonna shut it down about 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. Y'all get in there and hit that link. Come on in there. Hit the like button if you're in here. Go ahead and show some love to the Chop Shop, man. Go ahead and do what you do. Yeah, man. I mean, I think we all pretty much excited. You know, that boy Culture, man, he on another level. He think we gonna be just top 6, 7.
You know why, Space? I just don't see there's no difference in the Kings, man. If the Kings can make that jump with Mike Brown that first year, because Mike Brown was his first year over there.
Good point.
He made them a top 8 defense. And with the defense, you can do a lot of things, man, with defense. And we got
the bonus, like we got SENGUN.
Right, and we got a better team than them. And
we got better players, bro.
Hold on, they got Fox, they got Sabonis, they got Malik Monk, and they got the white boy Huter, and they got the rookie. That's about it.
Keegan Murray.
That's about it. After that, we got that 5, and we got a whole other 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if it's us that we know our team, but for some reason I'm being biased. I think our bench is like one of the top benches.
No, we got a good bench. We got a great bench. We got our bench fit together better than our starters, I think.
It's like our bench is like okay, Tari Easton. You got Tari Easton. You know, Tari Easton can go somewhere and probably start.
Yeah. He can go start. Our men can go start.
He can go take some threes position in the NBA.
Yeah. Our bench is like a bad starting lineup. That's what our bench is like.
I think our bench gonna win us some games, truthfully.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be time to where our bench win us our games, because it's gonna be time where we ain't scoring good, and that bench come off that bench and they bring their energy. You know,
you remember how we had the Goon Squad, man? We're gonna have to come up with a name for our bench this year. What they gonna be?
We had a little decent bench with James Harden too, so we might be all right. Especially when they had
man, Daniel House and missing every dunk.
when they had Corey Brewer over there.
Yeah, I like the Corey.
Corey Brewer used to come up there bring that energy, man. We got an energy player.
We got a couple of them. Shit, Tari, Amen.
Yeah.
Right off the bat. Who else?
Tate.
Kevin Porter Jr. Forget about Kevin Porter Jr. Man, we so deep, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the sky's the limit, man. Like I'm not gonna go crazy, but 6 seed is not that far stretch, man. Because if the Kings made the 3rd seed last year, and it was the top 8 defense, I don't see why we can be not nowhere close to that.
What do y'all think Sengun numbers gonna look like?
He gonna be 15 and 9.
I'm right there with him.
I'll take that.
About 15, 9, and 6, 15, 9, and
Yeah.
7, somewhere up in there.
Yeah.
15, 9, and 7. 7 what?
7
That's
assists.
it.
This.
Damn.
Or you think VanVleet gonna take some assists from him?
Nah, I think because like you said with that pick and roll, because
Oh, yeah.
we know he's not a dunker, like off the pick
Yeah.
and roll. I think he's gonna be doing more passing out of that short roll and finding like guys cutting on the backside of the goal. You know what I mean? So I think he'll get some easy assists that way.
I think Jabari. I'm telling y'all, I might be pushing it. I think Jabari gonna be 17 and like 7.
I can see that easily. I can see
Yeah, I
that.
can see that. I can see that. Because his shot is steady.
I think 17 and 7 is a good season for him, especially if it's efficient. If he can shoot like 37 from the 3 and probably like 54 from the field, and he averaged like 1 block a game.
Yeah.
Ghost, that would be a good show. I know it's too late now, but like if y'all did a show on what y'all think everybody average is gonna be based on like they playing time.
We pretty much did that one already.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But we can bring it back, bro. It's a long two and a half months before we play any real ball, man.
Hey, but now 17 and 7 is good for Jabari, huh? Especially if it's efficient, huh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah. Because I think he was what 12, 13 last season.
But you know what I want? What I want his when he reaches peak. If he be with the Rockets in the next couple of years, I want him to average like 25.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. He gonna have
You
to
don't
be
think-
super efficient because if Jalen Green and them boys still here, they gonna be taking a bulk of the shots as well.
So if he can at least hit about 2-3 threes a game, average about 2-3 threes a game,
That's 6 points.
that's 6 points. And then he gonna get. And if he get to the rack and get fouls,
That's about 4 or 5 more points.
I could pitch him averaging about 23, 22.
Yeah,
He has to be the primary like scorer though to get up in there.
he gonna be the first. He gonna be the first.
He gonna reach at least about 12 to 15 attempts a game this year.
Now I think it's gonna be games where he can get up until 30. He can get, but I don't think that'll be just an average. Like he can get up to 28, 30 points some games, but I don't think he'll be up in that range every game. I think.
What's his average attempts gonna be?
I'll
I need
say
more attempts.
14, 15.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah.
I need more attempts from him, man. I need more attempts. Last year, man, it was just like
There's too many people to shut a ball with.
I need more
Sengun,
attempts,
Jalen.
bro. But then again, he gotta start knocking down them threes, man. Them threes is gonna scratch that flow for us, man. If he can hit about 3 threes a game, 2 threes a game, oh man, that's if he average I guarantee you, if he average 3 threes a game, Jabari average 3 threes a game, man, we playoffs, man. We playoffs. He 3 for 6. He 3 for 6, 3 for 7 here. You know what I'm saying? Every night. Oh, we playoffs, man.
Yeah.
We playoffs, man. Because they're gonna open up the court for us. Because they're gonna start realizing, oh, this dude can shoot.
Jabari came into his own, man. He came into his own at the end of the last year, and then he just proved it again during the summer league. I know it's summer league, but he got his confidence back, man. He got his confidence. It took him a while during the first season, but he got his confidence back. And that player that we thought we were gonna get out of Auburn, that's what we about to get next year. We about to get that Jabari. That's the shoot. That he's gonna try to take him off the dribble a little bit, pull up shot. He gonna always get his shot off, man. And I just, man, like, we got 5 starters, and then we got another 3 starters on the bench. Amen, Kevin Porter Jr., and Tari. I mean, those 3 right there can go start at any other team, really. Amen can go start somewhere, Tari can go start somewhere, and Kevin Porter Jr. can easily go start somewhere.
Yeah.
So we got 8. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's big, man. That's big. Now you got a coach to put it all together.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, we good. We good this year, man.
Yeah.
We got. Yeah, we good this year, man. No
I
lie.
think we
Gonna be
good,
all right.
man. Yeah, man, we're going to go ahead and leave it off right there, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
all my boys for coming up. DJ Generation, Ring Leader, my boy Culture, my boy LV. Appreciate it, man. Like always, we appreciate everything y'all do over here at the Chop Shop. Y'all support us and Super Chat. Everybody that gave a Super Chat tonight, appreciate it. Big up to you, man. We excited, bro. Going on for the Houston Rockets, man. I think this is a legit time to be the most excited about our squad, bro. Like, hey, I ain't gonna hold you, Culture, man. If we get that 6 seed, 7 seed, man, man, I don't know. I might send you $100 or something, bro. For speaking that into existence, dog. You know what I'm saying? But
it's there.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we'll know by on All-Star weekend what we looking like.
Nah, we know about that tournament. That tournament goes. That's why I said that, because that's before All-Star.
Yeah. Shit, hell yeah, it was nice chopping the child. We gonna be some diehard Rockets fans. We gonna ride this wave, man.
Already, man. Y'all be easy, man. Chop Shop, CSGs. We all we got, baby. We all we got. Check out the merch. Check out everything we got out there for all the people out there in the stream. Hit the link. Hit the merch. Check out the store. If you like something, purchase it. Also, we sponsored by Mint Mobile right now. You get get a new phone, $15 a month, unlimited. Go ahead and hit the Mint Mobile link. I will put it in the description. Y'all boys have been wonderful as always. All my regular CSGs, Third Coast Line, Sigma Migs. What's up, SNS Dave? What's happening with you, baby? Appreciate y'all for joining us. My boy Swaggy D, Rick the Ruler, CRJ713, David Pham. Appreciate everybody for coming through. Tim Hargrave. Appreciate it, Lance Mosby. Y'all know what it is. If I missed you, I ain't dish you. Holla at your boy Space, man. We gonna ride out how we always do around here at the Chop Shop, man. Appreciate everybody for joining us. CSGs, we all we got.
I don't fuck with nobody. If you need my time, then it's fuck you. I don't know some money. But if they get with this shit, I'ma flush you. I'm in South Carolina. I'm looking for rich. You know some people know. She gotta be thick as hell. Big player, can't do no skin hole.
Yeah. Let's go.